Hello, hello. Give me just a second. I forgot to boot up BC base because I am a very intelligent VTuber. Very, very intelligent. But yeah, hope everybody's been doing well. I think I want to fix something real quick about my setup though, right here. Oh, that's right. I have chat going on there. That's why that's not. Yes. I do love hearing smut in the background. Anyway, come on, BC base. There we go. What are you doing? There we go. Yep, there's that. And where are that? And voila, we're back. Hope everybody's been having a fantastic time. I do apologize that we've had quite the delay that we have. Life has been kicking me in the dick a lot. Tally had information about the Geth. Reference to the fact that we used to have special ammo in Mass Effect. Tally's grown a lot. I don't know why it's not showing her eyes. It's weird. It's not showing her eyes. Glitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Aw, sweet talker. That's kind of the point. Alright, so we got a couple more housekeeping things to do. There's the Apollo Cafe we need to hit up real quick for Kiss Caden's there. We're not doing Caden's romance, but it wouldn't hurt to chat him up. Most players never got to see him. Of course. You good, man? Better soldier than Ashley. Also, the gay romance with Caden is pretty cute. Hey, Nico, how's it going? I mean, yeah, because there's a fucking galactic extinction event. Alright, let's hear it. Commenting the fact that the Mass Effect fandom is not very fond of Caden. At least it's not a butchered character like Ashley. Good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, want to get this. All right. Just want to get that because that's a nice little scene with Caden. Because again, most people, even now, don't save Caden. And the game defaults to Ashley, I believe, if you, for some reason, are playing Mass Effect. See, I think this War Strategy is over here. This is the dude we need. Yeah. So we're gonna give this guy the score. All right, and now we give the Krogans some dinosaurs to ride. Dinosaurs on top of dinosaurs. Any advantage we can get in this war without having to sacrifice who we are, you know? All right, now we're going to talk to Miranda. So for those of you who don't remember, this as a quick reminder, refresher, right? To save Miranda's life, if you want her to live, you need to do a couple things. If you romance turn 1, you have to commit to that. If you break up with her, she is guaranteed to die. You also need to talk to her at any point if you break up with her. You also need to talk to her at the start of the game, right? Pretty early on in Act 1. In Act 2, after the coup, and you get the intel on Kai Lang from Anderson, you need to go back. You need to check your email because I think Miranda's got an option, and you need to contact Miranda at the Spectre terminal. After the war on Rannoch with the Geth and the Corians, you need to visit. So Miranda will be like, "Hey, I want to talk to you," and you need to visit her here. And that's it. This will keep her alive. Oh, well, hang on. You have to agree to this. You have to say you trust her. Otherwise, she'll die. Yeah, we need to do this. All right, this is a little interesting right here. Right, she did, but it was glossed over. This was also stated. This is more really just because, in case you didn't get that very easily missable bit of dialogue, very easily missable bit of dialogue in Mass Effect 2, that you'll have this conversation that'll explain it. Sorry if I keep looking away. I'm trying to get my temperature right. This is good character development right here, though. She's admitting the hypocrisy there, and I dig that as character development. Well, mm-hmm. It's all good. Also, this is a romance scene if you romance her. Nobody's perfect. That's one of the better and more interesting that Miranda's thing is nobody's perfect. Is kind of reassuring for her. And with that, we've ensured We have managed to ensure that Miranda lives, and therefore the last of our crew will survive. We do have a scientist to talk to over here at the bank, though, that I missed. And then we'll use that to go over to Dr. Bryson's lab. I actually, hang on. I would like to say I don't actually like the Leviathan DLC all that much. It's okay-ish as far as story stuff goes, but I don't really fuck with the levels. I think the levels are not very enjoyable, if you ask me. I much prefer overall Omega. Omega is very sparse on story, which is not the best for a DLC because it's really just for war assets for players who suck. But I love the gameplay of Omega. I think it's possibly some of the best in Mass Effect 3. That's just me, though. All right, so this is. All right. This eventually starts with us basically looking for a Reaper killer. His model looks different than I remember. Reminder, we've only been part of the galactic community for about 30 years. So if you've never, ever, ever played Mass Effect before, this is going to essentially spoil a humongous chunk of all the Reaper's mystery. This was, when this came out, we still didn't know why the Reapers did what they did, who made them, or any of that. Obviously, this entire stream has been spoilers and me showing the various different things and talking about the lore because I'm very. It occurs to me if you ask me between whether I like science fiction or fantasy, I will tell you science fiction. There's just something about it with me that clicks. So I fucking love Mass Effect, right? But I don't want if you haven't like seen this and you really do care about spoilers and you really want to unravel the mystery of the Reapers yourself, I would encourage you to do that on your own. If not, by all means, let's go. There's some interesting stuff about the Reapers that we don't know, or the Leviathans that we don't know, but some things we can gather based on them. And yeah. Not true. Well, actually possible. This interrupt doesn't matter, by the way. You'll still deal with him. Good delivery. Motherfucker, this ain't a Kingdom Hearts game. $80. That's an excellent question. Why was there a gun here in the first place? Not gonna smack him. You can punch him. You can punch him. We're not doing that. I saw you do it. That is actually true. And they just scrambled his brain. Okay. God, it's like it's either too cold or hot, and there's no in between. Okay, Leviathan disc. I'll explain that. We'll go over this. I'll explain all of that in a second. Again, we'll cover some of that when we get to it. All right, so hey, Cletus. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Cletus. I didn't see it. I didn't see it till just now. I followed me a couple hours. So, real quick, we're gonna go over. Hope you've been well. We're not taking that head with us. You can take the head with us. We're not fucking doing that. I don't like it. It'll scare your hamster. So, real quick, so that Leviathan of Dis that the Batarians found is actually a central part of the I can't remember the name of it. I did read that one. It's the only Mass Effect novel I've read. Of the prequel book to Mass Effect. It's the one where Anderson is the protagonist and Saren is, surprise, surprise, an antagonist. The story of when Anderson was a Spectre candidate and Saren fucking stabbed him in the back, where Anderson met Kaylee Sanders, right? The Batarians get the Leviathan of Dis, the Reaper Corpse, and this is when we talk to Barlack, right? I think Balak. When we talk to Balak, he mentions that his entire government was indoctrinated and that they just basically handed themselves over to the Reaper. There's not really a lot of talk about that because it wasn't really ever mentioned in the games. However, in the book it is, and now we have it again here. The corpse of the Reaper, the official Leviathan of Dis that the Batarians retrieved, actually indoctrinated them because Reaper Corpse, as we saw in Mass Effect 2, even a Reaper corpse is able to indoctrinate anybody within or near the superstructure. Thus, the Leviathan of Dis is why the Batarians fell to the Reapers first. Not only was the Batarian hegemony right at the insertion point of where the Reapers were going, because if you recall, the Alpha Relay was in Batarian space, and that would be where the Reapers were going to invade from because they can no longer invade for the Citadel. So putting all that together, the Leviathan dis and the fact that the Reapers were their initial invasion point was Batarian space, that is where the Batarians went down first. It wasn't because the Batarians were never a particularly strong fighting force due to their isolation from the galactic community, But this they were crippled, and Balak will even mentioned that they lost in basically minutes. And it's all because they retrieved the Leviathan disc and hid it from the galactic community. However, if the Batarians were a part of the galactic community still, wider galactic community, and not like slaving bastards and scum, there is a possibility they would have shared it. The issue with that then is we would have had more widespread indoctrination. So for the sake of the galaxy, it might have been better that they got it. Anyway, I just wanted to explain and discuss the Leviathan of Dis and its overall impact and what it is and means and how it fits in overall to the story and when and where, all that good jazz. The 20 years ago is the implication, the whole part. That's how you know it's also related, is because they mention it and it's part of it. That's also what led Saren to discover Sovereign, by the way. Yeah, I just want to go over that because Leviathan of Dis, although not the biggest, is impactful on the overall lore and story of the Mass Effect trilogy. Whew. Okay, I'm doing pretty good, Cletus. I am excited to be playing Mass Effect again because, as you can tell, I really fucking love this lore and I love this setting. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, let's talk to... All right, first, we're going to do something first. You can make this little... Why the fuck does the man have a Husky in the first place? Yeah, it is. If you... We'll get a little fun little thing that'll happen. If you use it enough. Come on, stupid Husky. Why he has it... Hang on, new friend, Airy. Yeah, this is Mass Effect 3. We're finally at 3. We're finally at Mass Effect 3. Okay, if you can, it goes on sale pretty regularly, or you can just yar it. Yar har fiddly dee. Get the Legendary Edition because it's improved and it has more compatibility with mods. And then you can play the entire trilogy for really cheap. I don't... Right. Right, so now we gotta do some detective work. There's actually in the original 3 an achievement for getting this right in one go. So... Oh, and if you're gonna play Mass Effect on Insanity, here's the classes I recommend. Sentinel for 1, because it gets you the shield boost of some of the electronic stuff, I believe, and it gets you the advanced class Bastion. Bastion improves your barrier abilities, it improves your barrity and stasis. This is very good. Makes your barrier a lot better. You'll still die in one hit to a melee attack or the vomit attack. Oh, the reason for that is because I give full disclosure on this. I wanted to play around with all the guns at max level just to compare them and see what their final stuff is. That's the only reason I have that. I don't use most of them, and I don't use the broken ones. There's preset guns I was already using, so I'm not using stuff like the N7 Typhoon. I feel that's fair though, because I would have eventually upgraded the guns I use to max anyway. This just lets me get the rest of them that I actually don't normally use but want to experiment with. Because I use the Scorpion Grenade Pistol and the Blood Pack Punisher, as I believe those are some of the best for the Engineer class. What was I saying? Oh, right. Bastion for Mass Effect 1, because it improves your barrier. It's fine. I've already put that as a full disclaimer in a previous stream, which is archived on YouTube as well, so... because the other thing Bastion does is let you deal damage while an opponent is in stasis. Normally, and in every other game, stasis means they're invulnerable but stunned, right? Stunned but able to take damage is free eats. The reason if you're playing Insanity on Mass Effect 2 you want to have that is you get access to tech armor. The Sentinel is the most survival-focused class in the game. Plus, since all enemies have shields, armor, or barriers in Mass Effect 2, it gives you access to warp and overload, so you can take down both. You're not quite as strong with either, but you can take down both. Both armor and barriers with warp. in Overload with shields. In Mass Effect 3, I play Engineer just because I really like Engineer. I've actually been an Engineer main across all 3 games. Engineer always has been the least played class alongside Sentinel. I mean, yeah, I believe it's Sentinel and Engineer the least played classes because everyone wants to do Soldier and Infiltrator. Or in the original trilogy, it was Soldier and Infiltrator, but in the Legendary, it was Soldier, Vanguard, Infiltrator, Adept, Sentinel, Engineer, because nobody wants to play Engineer despite it being the best class. Because Engineer has access to Overload, which now deals damage to additional to barriers, as well as Shield, and it does a lot. Plus Incinerate, which is just a really good move. Plus it can have the single highest damage output in the game. For people who don't know, the way you do that, and I'm not doing it because it's kind of cheesy. So Cryoblast, right? Increase power duration, impact radius. Here, so you want the duration, right? And then you want increased frozen damage to shield targets by 10%. And then you want either frozen shield target, yeah. And then you want this one right here, right? That way they take an additional 15%, right? Then you go over here to sabotage, and you do tech vulnerability, which doubles your damage output entirely. These 2 stack, and then all you got to do is you got to pop an overload. You can do it this way as well, freeze combo, which just is fucking insane, right? I do burning damage, and then I just increase damage, and then you can just do like this, right? Highest damage output. It'll deal more than a charged Nova, which is really high damage. And that head will explode if you talk to it enough. See? Alright, maybe I can get it to explode. Okay, I don't care enough to do this. Alright, so we gotta go get some data, right? Oh boy. Alright, so these are the possible locations. We can visit all of them, I believe. But yeah, like I said, alright, so there we go. So we gotta get a bunch of clues. I believe I remember the exact combination that works. I believe that's part of it. We have solved the Geth Quarry War. We are essentially okay. If we're not doing DLC, which we are, right? If we're not doing DLC, we have the mission on Thessia, then we have the mission on Sanctuary, then it's the assault on Cerberus base, which immediately once you do assault on Cerberus base, that's it. It immediately leads to Priority Earth, which is the end of the game. What we will be doing is we're finishing this DLC. Next time we'll do Omega, the Omega DLC. Then we'll do those last 3 missions. We'll hold off on Priority Earth until a later stream. Because I plan to get all the endings minus Refusal. After that, I'm gonna take like a day or 2 off, and then I'm gonna wait till I have like a full fucking day, and we're going to complete the entire true end that is the Citadel DLC. All of it. No stops. For those of you who do not know, the original endings were very poorly received, especially before the Extended Cut DLC, which was free and then later just implemented into this game. However, fans were still dissatisfied, so BioWare made what is called the Citadel DLC, which is nothing but like jokes among the player base, in-universe gags, and just all happy time feels good. It ends in part with a big old party with every character you invite, which I do every character that survived. And then you have a big old party, and you have a nice picture, and it ends with you after your shore leave ending, and we go, yeah, we had a good journey. The best. And that's the final line. Okay, so the issue with the ending to the vanilla ending, the very, very vanilla ending, is that it was cheats. It wasn't explained, it was incredibly vague, right? It's still disliked. The endings are still disliked and heavily debated which one is the best, though everyone universally agrees the Refusal ending is dog shit, except for the way you can trigger it. You can be like, yeah, no, these endings suck, and it'll trigger a bad end where everybody dies. However, you can also trigger it if you just shoot the Star Child, If you shoot the shark child even once, that triggers the bad ending too, and I think that's funny. But essentially, the three possible endings, non-refusal including, they all have their flaws and they're all a little vague. I, however, understand that Bioware wrote themselves into a corner. I understand that Bioware wrote themselves into a corner and that there wasn't anything they could do. Right? But that was the best they were going to be able to do given everything. Even though it might have been able to do a little bit better if the script wasn't leaked, so they didn't redo a lot of it. Oh, well, I can cover that real quick, too. I know this is going to make the stream go significantly longer because I plan on playing this entire fucking DLC. But this game needed another year or two to cook, but EA demanded otherwise. I personally prefer the Destroy ending. The Synthesis is a tough one to justify now as I've gotten older because I understand you're essentially forcing evolution. Oh, hang on, I need to take care of that problem. I don't want AI viewers, I want human viewers I can talk to and can explain this lore to. Anyway. Oh, man, I need to pull up OBS. Anyway. The Synthesis ending, the problem with it is that you're forcing a form of evolution that not everybody is going to want or be okay with onto the entire galaxy. It's also kind of worded in a kind of shitty way. Organics want to understand it. Synthetics want to understand organics, or organics want to be perfect. So we'll just fuse them and you'll be perfect. And it's like, fuck off. That's so stupid sounding. But it's the hardest ending to get because you have to play very well. You have to play all three games across the trilogy and make optimal choices and play like the entire trilogy. Not just like play all three games. You have to play all three games across the trilogy and yeah. Like play them, not just speedrun. The Control ending, I think, is okay. I just dislike that you have to die for it. The Synthesis ending, they at least kind of make sense. They're like, yeah, we have to disassemble your entire fucking body to make this work because you're organic and synthetic. I kind of get that one. But the Control ending is that you just fucking die and become possibly Space Hitler because you become a dictator with the most powerful beings in the galaxy and control them. It just doesn't feel right. So none of the endings are perfect. The original. Oh wait, hang on. Does the game got the audio going? The game is not. What the? I am so sorry, y'all. The game audio has been non-existent. For whatever reason, it was lowered to lowest. Y'all haven't heard a single bit of dialogue. I am so terribly sorry. There you go. You can hear that thing. Let me turn that up a little bit more. Well, there isn't a perfect ending in this. I just wish there were better endings. I'm okay with the idea that you can't truly achieve perfection. I just wish there was the endings were better. That's my stance on it. Get his head to explode. It's my problem is that the only one that's really okay or good is the Destroy ending, and that one might not even be all that great. It says all synthetic life will be destroyed, but we have no idea if the Shark Child is telling the truth or not. That's been a big debate, that could be lying and that all synthetic life is still safe. It's just the Reapers, because that would make the most sense. And that the Shark Child is lying because it doesn't want to die. However, in the original Mass Effect script, and because this was hinted at in 2, the original Mass Effect 3 script was going to be that basically organics are using, for the remember, is organics are basically using dark matter, creating dark energy whenever they use stuff like biotics or the Mass Effect, or the Mass Effect, right? And that the Reapers were constantly harvesting, not because of what we're going to learn in this, but because they were trying to find a solution to the end of the galaxy by eventually a race coming up that would be able to solve the dark matter energy crisis. There was also going to be a Reaper Queen, but that she's held hostage, but that's a stupid plot. That was cut content. That's a stupid plot. But the dark energy one is actually kind of interesting because it would put a different spin on what biotics and all of the Mass Effect phenomenon is. That it's actually destroying things, but the Reapers would constantly be evolving people along that path, using it to get them to find a race that would be able to solve the problem. And the problem solvers would be humans for some reason or another. But that's not really what we got. Because too much of the script was leaked beforehand, so Bioware and EA felt they needed to scrap it entirely. And instead we got what we got here, which we will get through too. It'll take a couple hours, but we'll get this Leviathan DLC done. I want to get those just real quick.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption keys safe.
Alright, now we gotta go find... Yeah, we'll get into the Reaper motivations. Oh, by the way, completing this DLC unlocks you additional dialogue options at the very end of the game.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close.
Oh, this is funny. This is a funny little thing.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
The AI would say that. Yes, I love this. I don't understand how the fuck he has this without getting indoctrinated, but whatever.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think it was a poor naming situation to call the advancement of the thank you. Thank you. I think I don't really know how to respond to that one. I think it's a shame that Sovereign is called Sovereign instead of Harbinger, and Harbinger is called Harbinger instead of Sovereign, because Harbinger is the leader of the Reapers, whereas Sovereign it was the advanced one that would lead the invasion or start the invasion, as it were, because of the definitions of the word.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the
I have been
Leviathan of Dis.
playing Mass Effect since about Mass Effect 3 came out.
Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least. And its technology outstrips anything on the Council.
This is the Batarians.
Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there.
Even some of them knew it.
Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Thanks, Batarians. Yeah, here we go.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28.
We'll meet
She
Anne.
works for
We'll meet
the
Anne, and I will get her as a war
Bryson
asset.
was
We won't let her
keeping the
die.
encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
And there we go.
Take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Thank you, Edie.
All right, let's get back to the
Also,
data
I
set we
love
found
that
earlier.
costume for Edie. I'm glad we get to have it around for casual, because I don't really like Edie's normal look. I'm not big on it. Alright, so now that we got that, we can go ahead and decrypt this.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern.
Alright, that's for sure a clue.
The Reapers are searching for something.
Alright, I believe the
Gargo
next
used
one.
this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Alright, so there we go, Reaper
Looks
activities.
like data on the Rachni. Looks like data on the Rachni.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni
Right,
Wars
we did
suggest
learn that in
they
Mass
were
Effect
Reapers.
1, but we didn't know it was the
Timing is
Reapers.
wrong, and Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan
I suppose that's
was
possible
preparing
too, but I
Rachni to
believe-
fight the Reapers?
I believe that was one
What
of
do
the
you
Reapers
think?
were using them.
It is possible that Bryson's team.
That is not
is
a
using
clue that will
ancient
work, though, by the
Rachni
way.
fleet activity to
The
find
Rachni
Leviathan.
stuff
We
is
saw a data
will not
pack
work.
containing data on Rachni movements earlier.
I'll go and grab
It may
it,
be relevant.
so I can, but
The Rachni data.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter now.
whoa, a collector sniper rifle. I forgot, I've got mods that install the multiplayer guns. I'll have to get that a look later. It probably is not very good, though.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at it.
Alright, so this is one of the clues we need.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
Everything in it
While
that
it is
runs
not
needs this.
consumed as fuel during FTL travel, Element Zero will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Can you
okay,
give me
okay,
a
okay,
search
okay,
filter
okay,
for
okay, okay.
locations with element 0?
Okay,
Adding
so
it now.
Ezo causes the mass effects, right? Element 0, short for shortened to Ezo in the in that, is a rare element that has special properties where if you run a positive electric current through it, it will increase the mass of an object. Whereas if you whereas you run a negative current through it, it'll decrease the mass of an object. A mass relay is basically a giant Ezo relay that will run a negative current through a spaceship, so that everything inside the spaceship and everything will be smaller, and then launches them at fast speeds to another relay, and then restores the size. All technology in Mass Effect is essentially based on Ezo. Here. Let's see.
Biotic, when subjected to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed Element Zero, or Ezo, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it.
I don't know about how it was
This
generated,
mass
but yeah.
effect is used in countless ways, from generating artificial gravity to manufacturing high-strength...
Let's see. And then here...
The Reaper
oops,
weapon nickname.
Nope. Where's shields?
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate...
Do shields not have that anymore? Shields used to have a main entry. Right, but yeah. That's how they do FTL and stuff. Yes, exactly. Because you can do FTL to travel between planets in a star system. Right? That's standard. But it would take forever to get between star systems and clusters and stuff, or clusters without mass relays. So mass relays are used to make that faster. And there's a whole explanation on how mass relays work as well. But yeah, it's one of the things about this is that a lot of the science is explained. All right, the Thorian. Oh, okay. Commander Shepard claims Reaper. Yep, the Thorian and Leviathan. Okay. We'll actually get into this, but they were discussing the Thorian, how it controls stuff, and yada yada. I don't really like reading the PDAs on this because I've read them a bazillion times. I don't have a. Yes. Here we can. All right, technology. Would it be? Yep, here we are.
Biotic, once believed to be of Prothean origin, mass relays were in fact created by the Reapers, using technology
Here we go. It's the primary ones for ships thousands of light years, right? The flight path is, however, is fixed to a single relay elsewhere in the galaxy. Secondary relays can go a couple different ways, but they don't have as much range. Most primary relays are dormant, because nobody knows where to go.
Conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands
and Reapers can use dormant ones because they have enough. They're basically have massive Ezo cores. Because Reapers have massive Ezo cores inside them.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
UMAs are not going to be
merely
it.
tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course.
Alright, so I believe if I remember this correct.
Can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Doing so now.
So we get 3 filters. Let's see if I can get it right in the first try. That's all of them right. That's all of them right there. So if I remember correctly, in my logic sits, we have Reaper activities.
Activity.
Because that's for sure one of them. Okay.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems.
Yeah, it is really cool.
I have marked the Normandy map with possible.
The other thing, right?
We can leave now.
The guns in
unless
this.
you wish to further narrow the search.
We'll further narrow it. The guns in this game are also very small mass Ezo generators, right? Mass effect generators, right? So they have Ezo in them, and they're very small, right? But they accelerate their slugs. They don't shoot bullets per se, unless like it's a special gun. But they accelerate these little slugs to a fraction of light speed that are designed to basically shatter on impacts. That's why whenever you get hit, it looks like it kind of splatters, because that does more damage than just piercing through. You're basically getting like a very small pointed punch to you at a fraction of the speed of light. It's incredibly deadly. Alright, so it's location of Ezo.
0 deposits.
3
All right.
possibilities.
Alright, so if I remember correctly, it's blackout crimes.
Blackout crimes?
Nope.
No
I was wrong.
results.
It's the
Some of
creature
our
path.
search parameters may be irrelevant.
Didn't get the first try. No achievement for me.
Three
Alright.
possibilities.
It would be the path, the creature path. Then
Alien sightings.
there it is.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
On my own, I'll go ahead
Let's go
and
find
grab.
Garneau.
I'll go to do the galaxy map shit and grab the ones that we. The other ones, because we can't explore some of those other galaxies now. Also, real quick, gonna do something. I'm gonna go down to the hold on the Normandy real quick. We'll be bringing Edie along for all of this. I haven't decided who else we'll bring. I think we'll bring James for the first one. Also, my Normandy looks a little bit different because I've got mods and stuff installed. But real quick, we're gonna go down to the cargo bay.
Messages at your private terminal. Come on.
Alright, what we got? Commander, wish to extend on behalf of the Solely. Huh. Or nope, we are not doing this. I've been authorizing literally whatever, but I know for a fact this will weaken one of the fleets because she's kind of needed at that one. If you like games where lore makes sense, play the Mass Effect trilogy and play Dragon Age, even though it gets a little retcon. They all have a little bit of retconniness. Like, for example, okay, so Cletus, right? Play Mass Effect 1, right? And then use Mass Effect Tweak Mods Installer to install a mod that does manual triggers. It'll spoil a little bit of stuff, but that does manual triggers on missions, right? For Mass Effect 2. And that way, what you can do is you can recruit Legion earlier without triggering the collector ship thing. Also, don't do Jack and Miranda's loyalty mission. Don't do Jack and Miranda's loyalty mission until you have a lot of Paragon or Renegade, because you can get really fucked on stuff otherwise, right? Same for Tally and Legion's loyalty mission. So make sure you got really high scores on those. But after that, what you can do is you can do some of the generic side quests in Mass Effect 2 while talking to Legion and getting an overview of the Geth. The Geth and the Quarians and everything are fucked to hell and back in Mass Effect 3, and I've voiced before, I have very strong negative opinions on that. But the Geth, as they are described in Mass Effect 2, are really cool and really unique for a machine race. Dragon Age 1 does fucking rock. 2 kind of sucks, but it builds on some of the lore, which is good, and then Inquisition is actually pretty fucking solid. Alright, so we want to go over here. I'm just quickly checking everything real quick. Alright, cool. And we'll go ahead and... I'm never going to use it other than outside the shooting range, but I want to see what it's like. I want to compare its stats and stuff. Dragon Age 1 is genuinely one of the... So people give Baldur's Gate 3 a lot of credits, and it deserves its credits. But I would honestly say, honest to God, say Dragon Age 1 is a better role-playing game. It's got outdated stuff, and it looks kind of like bleh, except for the armors, they're cool. But Dragon Age 1 lets you be evil, but it has the origin system. The origin system is something every role-playing game needs. Sure, you can be a blank slate and stuff, but I much prefer the thing where I have these backgrounds I can choose that will build upon the world that I can use to color how I roleplay my character, rather than just being a blank slate. Also, the romance in Dragon Age 1 is actually better than Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is kind of like, oh, you did things I liked, so now I feel like there's a strong connection between us, and I'll die on that hill. It's kind of weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and do Leviathan. Okay, that's Project Overlord base. Where's the nebula? Hey, game? Game? Don't make me do this. Alright, we're gonna have to... Alright, Sigur's Cradle. Let's go there. Like, don't get me wrong.
Commander, not everything in this system was destroyed. We may recover something.
Okay, cool. It says we got all the assets, but I'll give them a check. Oh, look, fuel. I've also got mods that make scanning suck less. yeah, it's I don't like it. Like, don't get me wrong, I adore Karlach. I understand why people like Asteria, and a lot of other characters. Though I do want to play one day the one where you get the drow. I can fix her, guys. Trust. I'll start like a mod that makes that work somehow. All right, so we're all right. There we go. I like her personality, but also her appearance does help. But I really do just like her personality. Also, the fact that if you romance her, you two go to the hells together, and just go start fucking shit up. Cause like, who's gonna fucking stop you? All right, I don't remember, for whatever reason, it's not marking where it is, so we're all gonna do some boring galaxy scanning stuff. Oh, I wonder, is it one of these? All right. But I promise we will be completing Leviathan today. Today is my Friday, and the only thing I've got going for myself is I'm gonna be watching The Venture Brothers with some friends later. And sure, they can't stay up as late as they used to because one of my best friends got a job. I don't think I should say exactly what, but all I'll say is he does contracting for the federal government, IT contracting for the federal government now. Massive step up from working at goddamn United. Alright, let's try to strike a missile. I wonder, is it this one or is it the other one? Nope, I wasted my fuel. But yeah, we're real happy for him. I think this week was the end of his first week. He's more of a night owl, so he's been like,
I found something.
Ooh, goody, fuel. So he's been but he's like more of a night owl habitually, right? But he's been like, I wake up at like 5 because he has to go and be in at 7. I wake him up at 5, go to bed at like 10, and I feel good. What is this sorcery? And I'm like, hey, welcome to the morning schedule. Welcome to having a regular human schedule. I remember I felt so good when I moved to days from nights. Alright, let's hope the Eagle Nebula has it. It's one of these fucking things. Oh, hey, a fuel depot. That's good, at least. That way I can buy fuel. That's the other thing, buying fuel in this game sucks. It's not. It's not. When I was working the 70-hour work weeks, and I was doing it from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., it's fucking vile and awful. Alright, it's on this one. Overnight? Oh yeah, you didn't know, Cletus? At my previous job, at the previous TV station I worked... Oh, hang on, I need to go... Yeah, I need to go buy some fuel real quick. So my manager was committing fraud and refused to hire anybody else, right? Even though I told him to lower his hiring restrictions because I could teach, as long as they could be taught how to use computer, I could teach literally anybody. Right? It is not an actual exaggeration for me to say I am one of the best in the fucking world at what I do. I just genuinely understand being an MCO on a level that I've never understood anything in my life before.
Signal confirmed.
Shining Sky, that's new. But I was working, so basically we lost a guy, right? And my coworker, I was basically the unofficial overnight supervisor, right? Oh, there's 3 things here. Huh, interesting, that's new. Okay. So my coworker that I work with on the overnights, that I really liked a lot, I was basically given 2 choices that I got to make because I had seniority and was basically a supervisor because I was training new hires for the overnights, right? I was given 2 choices. I can make this guy work with a guy who does not know how to do his job, a dude who smells but kind of knows how to do it but is slow, and a dude who's committing HR violations by recording the janitors bending over. And also could not do the job and fell asleep on the job, right? He was dealing with all 3 of those, right? And he was gonna have to deal with those and work splits, right? We had a system going when it was just me and him on the overnights. We would both work 4 10s. he would get what was it? I would get Monday, Tuesday off. In exchange, he would get Saturday, Sunday off. We both communally agreed that neither one of us was gonna get Friday off, right? Because Friday was the single hardest one in of that entire shift there. A Friday night going into Saturday morning was very hard. So we both just kind of agreed. We agreed we're not gonna be dicks. But I was like, I got told I could either ask him to work splits, which he would do because he's a cool guy. I could ask him to work splits, or I could just take on being the only one on the overnights because it was a 24-hour hub. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just work this for a while and my manager will hire somebody new. I was getting fat paychecks, 2K a paycheck. But and I was able to basically I would work at 9, I would get it at 9, and I would essentially take over and help out the last 2 hours of the swing shift. And while doing some preliminary work that I could do at any time before 2 a.m. But I preferred to get it done early. Right? So I would do that, I would help out. Sometimes after I finish my work, and especially like on a Friday, I would be like, you guys go home, I got the rest of this, right? Because it wouldn't be hard at all. It would be easy peasy baby stuff. Right? I'm like, because I'm not gonna make people who have to be there longer than they have to be if I can take over and I already am there. So, alright, well, I have a thing here. Go figure. Kaji, the Hanner homeworld. Okay, hang on, this is a new thing, hang on. I'll finish the story in here just a minute, but first we have, Alright, Dressing FTL Joker guides to Normandy towards the Hanner homeworld. Cruisy Bossy, there's a buoyant atmosphere, and the prospect of reduction casualty welcome to you. For you, the next few days will be anything but relaxing. You don't relish the thought of diplomatic talks with the primacy, but potential reward is too great to ignore. These negotiations may secure vital resources for Tigger. In addition, the resources Citadel, though the Hanner have a small fleet, recludes its addition with a few weathering storm reapers. Joker transmit codes that allow passage past planetary defense system. He receives authorization and transmission. Your contact is that person. Claims the city is under attack and humbly pleads your expertise in the matter. Explains how the indoctrinated Hanner smuggled collectors through defense network. The enemy has placed explosives across the city, aiming to sink the city, which will lead hundreds. Drell security forces fighting collectors and have deactivated several devices, but 2 locations they're struggling to make any area. Reliquary of the Enkindlers and the Drell slums. Both areas are under attack and require assistance. All right, so are we gonna save the reliquary of their gods or the slums? They're not gonna be happy if I save the slums. Lightning whips around the Kodiak as it glides through one of the thunderstorms, but you burst through cloud cover and spot a floating city. You can see the Titanic mushroom has erupted from the dark depths of the ocean. Only external harbors are open in the sky. Okay. Cortez enters the city and flies to the Drell resident district. You disembark courtyard, towering over the blocking clusters. Space here is the space is a premium here. Too many Drell tightly packed in a single district, slum-like environment. Vibrant colors, exotic smells. Your nav point leads you to... this is all mod stuff in my mouth. It's through an alleyway between 2 huge apartment complexes. Dodging past civilians and broken corpses, seeker swarms, oh boy. Buzzing complex to complex, locking the population in stasis. Faces frozen with a grimace of despair and revulsion. With their all still seeing eyes are terror-struck. Players have attacked indiscriminately everywhere, and all you see are Drell frozen, and they tend to their fallen loved ones of coward and fear. When you reach your nav point, a small band of Drell militia, these men and women are huddled around an explosive device, plans attempting disarmament, while the rest drive back the collectors, infiltrators, and doctrine allies. Their commander spots you and demands you withdraw. She claims that they're your devices, but you all manage to start a fuse. Your fuse, just spitting out several alien curse words, she gives you the location of the other 2 devices. Wasting no time, you fight in the nearest device, gunning down the collectors. With 80 sentinel supports, you deactivate this device and join the Drell militia in a bid to hunt down the remaining infiltrators and disarm the bomb. Within the hour, the bomb is secured, but the ground shakes as an explosive. Yep. The treasures of their people are lost, but I saved more lives, so fuck you, Drill. Yep. We would have gotten support from the Hanar if we'd done that, which is probably more war assets, but fuck that. I'm not saving your relics to your false gods. Okay. So back where I was, right? I was working that, and I was begging my manager just to hire somebody new who could teach me, right? Who I could teach. We lost the guy who was really slow because he realized he was being a bit more in the way. So I worked 70-hour work weeks for 6 months, right? I would get in at 9, and until about 2:30 a.m., except on a Friday, I would be basically constantly working and doing my job, right? After 2:30, I would open up my laptop that I brought, and I would game, or I would stream and do that stuff, right? All cool, whatever. Eventually, though, they decide to put one of the guys who just cannot fucking do the job on overnights. My manager goes, okay, I've got to fucking do something because I'm about. He knew I was hitting my breaking point. After 6 months of 70-hour work weeks, no days off, 10 hours a week, and doing overnights. And he puts this guy on this thing. This dude named Leroy. I can say his name because, well, reasons. We'll get into that. Hang on, I gotta find this real quick. There, why wasn't that flashing before? Okay, let me make sure we got everything else. Okay, so. Oh, that's Project Aurora Base. So this guy Leroy, right? He can't do the fucking job. He has been working with us for 7 months, right? He's been doing 7 months, but he's always entering numbers wrong, and he for whatever reason cannot listen, and he doesn't know how to watch stuff. He doesn't know how to run live events, and he's been working there for 7 months. He gets thrown to me as a problem I'm supposed to fix, and I come in there all positive, like, I mean, I don't want to do this, but I'm positive, like, okay, I got this. We can do this. So I run it by him, right? And I give him the guide that I wrote on the clock and in my free time. Both on the clock and in my free time. I gave him that guide. And I'm like, here you go, man. Here's this, but we'll work it through it together, and I'll walk you through it, right? Very understandable, very amicable, yada yada, right? So we're doing that, right? And I know he has a habit of just getting times wrong. I'm the fucking unofficial supervisor, so I need to make sure those are in right. So I go, okay, cool. I'm gonna check your times, and he gets all defensive, and I'm like, dude, I need to check your times. Dude, I need to check your times because you don't have a history. I have worked, and I know I've worked here, and I know you have a history of not entering them right. I need to just double check, because if these go wrong, that's on me. And he keeps getting defensive, and he starts bitching me about being on his ass, and like a fly is smelling his shit. That is what he said. And I'm like fucking livid. I'm like, all right, I need to step out. So I step the fuck out. That was on the first fucking day of him being on overnights. And then I'm like, no, I can't fucking work with this. I'm not gonna fucking work with this shit, right? Because I shouldn't have to deal with this shit. I'm the supervisor. He doesn't need to be giving me shit because he fucked up, and I need to correct it. I wasn't even getting on him about the first correct time. Like, hey, you put this time in wrong. Just please be more careful. And he got pissed. He just got progressively more pissed that I was checking his times throughout the night, making sure his numbers were good. Oh well, there we go. We got the stuff we need here. Great. He then proceeds. I'm pissed at him, and there's animosity in the room by the end of it because he's shouting at me, and I'm fucking done. That's when I had to step out. I was like, I'm fucking done because he didn't even want to go learn a very important task that you have to do at 2 a.m. At 2 a.m. Sunday through Monday at 2 a.m. you have to go to this little laptop in this cramped hall, and then change this little feed thing. And you fuck that up, and we were on a new system too, so it was a little trickier. And he didn't want to learn about it. That's when I was like, after I got everything done, fuck this shit, I'm out. And then Bill, the official supervisor of the entire operations, comes in because he always came in at 6, right? I don't know, he came in at 5, and he could tell something's wrong. And I'm like, yeah, here's what happened. And then Leroy starts bitching about it. And Bill knew that Leroy was a fucking problem and couldn't enter his times, right? So, all that happens, right? And Bill goes, "Hey Leroy, why don't you just head home early?" And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, yeah. Let him get paid for an hour he didn't do. He's not here no more. And then I explained to Bill exactly what happened again, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't doubt that. I believe you." And I'm like, "Thank you." And then he goes, "Don't worry, I'll talk to Jerry and we'll figure something out." My former manager. Leroy didn't show up for the rest of his shifts for the rest of the week. He showed up for. Oh, by the way, this second Leroy started giving me shit, I applied for my current job. I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, so he gets let go of, right? Leroy gets let go because he was a no-call, no-show for essentially an entire work week after that. I can't say he is an asshole, I have to say he was an asshole, because he goes into surgery for something else, like 3 days later, and dies. I'm not making that up. He fucking died after that. And I'm just like, did I kill a man? Yeah. That was, yeah. I don't know if I killed a man. The story gets even a little bit wilder, though, because I said I applied for my current job. I just immediately fucking accepted it as soon as they offered. So they lost both of their overnight ops. Also, I put in 2 weeks, as in 14 days, and I was gonna work all that, and then I was like, wait, nah, I worked 10 days. Fuck this shit. They wanted me, because they were really fully expecting me to work another, I guess 70 times 14 hours, and I was like, nah, I realized, like, nah, I'm gonna work 70 times 10. I'll work 700 hours and call it a day. It was that's a fucking wild story. Also, my boss lost his job, my manager lost his fucking job as a result of all of this. He was the local head. So the actual head was in Idaho Falls. Colorado Springs is where the local head, my manager, was at. He lost position rights to be manager of our part of the operations because the boss came in and the boss knew who I was. The boss knew I was a hard worker. He could see all the help tickets. He saw that I improved efficiency of the company because I started generating more wealth from channels because of my actions that were just previously not generating any money for a set period of time on the overnights. And he looks at that, and then he looks at this guide I had written on my way out, because I knew I was leaving. I had updated that guide I had written on my off time, right? I updated. He goes, "Wait, we're losing him? We're losing him because of all this stuff?" And Bill goes, "Yep." And next fucking day, Jerry lost his job as manager. The actual insane domino effect of me working 70 hours.
We have located Garneau.
So, yeah, that was the last 6 months of my time at a television station in Colorado Springs. All right, we're gonna stay using that. Ow. Black Pack 1. Alright, what are we having on him? We got the Claymore, that's fine. And, oh yeah, we put the Revenant on him just for the funny. Because the Revenant has some of the highest recoil in the game. We haven't used him in a while. Will you go ahead and level up incendiary ammo? Increase the power speed now. We'll go ahead and go with that so Edie lives longer. Increase damage. Recharge speed. Sure. Yeah, I had quite the interesting little time there. That's not really unusual though. When I started working on the overnights, I trained for about 2 weeks on swings. I trained for about 2 weeks on swings, right? And then I was moved to overnight with a dude named Rennie.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
And he, I don't even know if he works there anymore. I don't
What
care.
exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Any more intel on what this Leviathan could have been?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
I'll explain my overnight in boot camp.
Associate that we are looking for.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Agreed.
Alright, I'll play it while we do
Doctor's
the shooting
right.
shit.
Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
I can
Bryson
talk
said
and
they were
shoot.
shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Alright, so right, training on swings for 2, so I get a solid foundation, right? And then this dude named Rennie, whose only a job, it seems like, is to browse Reddit on the clock. So bad that we had to get the entire Reddit domain banned because he wasn't doing any work. But that happens later. Let's go ahead and get some shooting done.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy
Right.
and be right out.
So he's he's using Reddit the entire time I'm
on the Reaper
I'm working
situation.
there, right?
Yes, Commander.
He kind of trains me for overnights by just quickly going through all of it, including the most complicated part, which I don't have the time to get into or the time or patience to explain.
Scouting
A
party.
Friday night
By
going
the
into
sound
Saturday
of it,
morning.
they're pissed off.
Oh, a Seeker Swarm. Great. Right. So Rennie does that. He doesn't teach me how to do anything really. And then he just fucking goes on vacation for like 2 weeks. Like, I'm fine with people going on vacation. I have no problem with that. I have a problem that he didn't teach me and he knew he was going on vacation. Right? Is that he just knew he needed to teach you better and he didn't? Oh boy, Scion. They're less problematic than they were in Mass Effect 2, but they're still pretty bad.
Let's get Garneau before the Sirius troops arrive.
I do feel kind of bad because I perpetuated. I got COVID when I was training my coworker that I liked, but I did have a guide written for him, so like he actually had something. Unlike me, there was a quote guide for me did exist, but it was cheeks. So that's why I wrote the new one on my own time. But that boot camp for overnight, I fucked up real bad the first week on the Friday bit, but on the next time I had it fucking down.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
I had it fucking down. And that's part of why I'm such a good op, is because I just
Business as
was
usual.
sent through fucking hell and back. Alright, this is all the horror and freaky. But yeah, that's my time at the station. I miss being an affiliate though, because I could stream on the clock. Played all of Final Fantasy VI live. I think it's still out there. The clip is still out there, but I got the economizer on my first try
Commander
via
Shepard
Vanished.
of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I think it's 2 brutes in vanilla, but
That will be
it's
all.
been a minute. Well,
That
yeah,
will be.
because after 2:30, from 2:30 to 5 a.m. my time. Basically, I
Yes.
didn't have to do
Welcome
anything.
To TGS Mineral Works.
I didn't have to do a damn
How
thing.
can we help you?
Yes, for the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
So,
TGS
all
Mineral
I wanted
Works
to do
is
was
a
about
small
every other
mid-level
minute or
supplier
so,
of
I just needed to do a
tungsten to the
visual sweep of a big
galaxy.
old wall.
That's not what I meant.
And I just actually logged into the company
Are you
Wi-Fi and nobody
familiar
cared with
the
it.
applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see
Also,
a doctor?
because I was doing that,
How about I just go in and look around?
I don't know if I
No.
still am, and they probably
The access
scrubbed my records
elevator is
given that I'm not
broken.
welcome there anymore. That's a story for an entirely different fucking time. But even after a year after I
No.
left, I
You're
was
done.
still #1 ranked in
Step
Pillager's
away.
servers
Step
for
away.
activity.
You
Had the
don't
highest
belong
level
here.
because, yeah. But they probably scrubbed that.
Something ain't right here, local.
I could probably rejoin an alt to check,
Let's look around. Carefully.
but I don't really want to talk about the drama I had with her because that's ancient history.
Where is he now?
Denied any resource cutoff. Huh.
You can't be in here.
Fisher Drew.
I will call security.
The people seem fearful. It is difficult to determine why.
Need to fix that elevator.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator.
Alright, oh boy, this is the worst part of this DLC by and far. You have to do little shitty escort missions. You have to stay in that little circle and you have to defend it. But yeah, I was streaming on the clock. I wasn't affiliate at the time, but it would have been pretty cool to be an affiliate. I had a pretty sizable audience on that account too, as a result of being an overnight streamer.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works.
As
Proud providers of tungsten since
as a result of being
security
active
logs
on
that came
overnights,
through
I had
during the last
a
week.
pretty sizable market,
Why lie?
and for the overnight
No
workers in
Let's
America,
hope we don't have to look too far.
the overnight workers in America, and I actually had a pretty big market in Asia. Actually, about half my viewers were from Asia. Actually. So I could get affiliated if I really fucking wanted to on this account. I meet all but one requirement, and that's to have more concurrent viewers. I just refuse to because I don't want to have ads. So there's some things to note about being an affiliate, Cletus. You can get channel points, which are fun freebie stuff. You can get bits, right? And you can get bits and subs. Also, you can run ads. The more ads you run, the bigger share. So you get a profit share of ads based on how many ads you run. If you run less ads, less scheduled ads, you make less money, right? But if you make, if you run one like every 6 minutes, you get like a 50-50 split or something like that. It's crazy. But you're also running big ads for a long time. It's kind of disgusting, right? It's incentivized for people to sub or just leave. I, however, do not want ads because I used to do it and I would have the lowest amount running because I like the channel points. But I'm currently of the opinion that ads are paywalls, and I'm not big on paywalls. In fact, not a single bit of my content aside from that when I had that, and that's the only opinion I have now. Not a single bit of my content has ever been paywalled. Even my Patreon stuff is just 1 day early. Back when I was doing ASMR. The other problem. Well, internet ads are the worst because of their duration. I watch ads for a living out at work. The other issue is that you have to make Twitch $100. You have to make Twitch $100 before they will give you 50. That is how that works. And if you never reach that $100 threshold, you just don't get it. The way they show it to you is they say your payout is at $50, but you only get $1 for every $2 you make. In other words, you need to, which dumbed down, and when you actually say it what it is gross.
The Turian pain threshold before psychosis is too high.
What if the pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
Just get more money. Walking around. But if you want that, you need to have a consistent. So, if you want to reach affiliate, the best advice I can have is make a schedule. Make a schedule and publish it online to various spaces: Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, all that. Play games that are either super niche but have a pretty active audience, or popular games. Find a good time to stream that is optimal for you and your growth. Yep, schedules help.
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be
be here. I
There-
see a trend among the
Evolutionary
miners.
implications of
They
human
appear to be doing
biotics.
everything but mining.
What?
A schedule significantly, a published schedule and one that you regularly stick to significantly helps your growth. Significantly helps your growth. I started seeing a bit more traction, which a bit is a lot when you're tiny. More traction when I was publishing schedules.
Listen to me. Colonies disappear all the time. If someone wanted to turn back, you don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Like, if you really truly want to take it seriously and want to grow, that's something you need to do. Which is why I don't really do it. I'll say I'm gonna do something, I'll try to stick to it. But, like, I'm not fucking...
This is a restricted area.
I gotta get the badge somewhere.
Patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Alright, I remember... Alright, I remember that as a console somewhere. But yeah, if you want to get paid on this platform, that's important. Getting paid on YouTube is basically fucking impossible now. Then do that, man. I'm just telling you what really significantly helps if you're gonna... cutscene.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point.
Alright, there we go.
If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal.
There we go, that's what we needed.
Bryson, something is very wrong here.
You don't say.
Please hurry.
So, if you do a schedule, the most useful one to make is a consistent, regularly repeating schedule of what you're of when you're live,
Code hack?
Yep, we just get to the security terminal and plug in the code.
and about how long you're going to be streaming. My favorite streamer, Maid Bot Ash, friend of the show, actually does that. She'll post her schedule, and then she'll stick to it, and then she has a hard cap of 2 hours unless she's about to finish the game or something's going on. Right? And so recently she just finished Half-Life 2 Episode 2 and went about 15 minutes over. But normally she normally does 2 hours, and she streams on a set days. If you're trying to go professional, that's a huge thing to do. But which is basically treating it like a work schedule. Where's that fucking terminal?
ID number is required.
It's in the middle of...
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
There we go. But yeah, so that's why I'm just a hobby VTuber. I'm just a hobby VTuber. I don't want to get paid. I just want to do things that look good and have fun. And then how people tell me that I sound feminine or androgynous. Either one of those work. But like spurials. Alright. Alright, let's see. Where is that other one? Ah, here it is.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
It is, it's the job. I got paid for it as a hobbyist because I just was treating it like half a
Ship
job.
dropped him off a week ago.
And even if you do all that, your success isn't guaranteed.
Before going into hiding.
But that is an important part. Mm-hmm. Yeah, treating it like a job will significantly increase your chances of success.
Unknown male was
But even
involved in
then,
an
it's
altercation
chances.
in the mines.
Garneau was heading to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
Get one of those for me, Edie.
I have the file number.
That's why,
Let's go
Cletus,
get
I didn't
Garneau.
suggest you do it as like a job. I mean, if that's what you want. Sure, but I suggested it to you because it would give you something to do more than anything else. For affiliate, you need here are the things you need for affiliate. I believe it should still be 50 followers. You need to have 3 concurrent viewers on average for I think it's 5 streams. You need to stream about 10 hours a week and for at least 4 days in a week. I believe is what it still should be. So I can get it pretty easily if I really wanted to, as far as everything but the concurrent viewers.
Restricted
That's the hardest one to get.
An active patient file number is required.
That is genuinely the hardest one to get.
7364.
Access granted.
Getting concurrent viewers is really hard. Like right now I have you and I've had people flipping in and out, which is to make it 3. But having that as an average concurrent is very hard, especially if you stream for longer.
Is that Garneau?
I think I'm gonna order some Sonic and a Blast again later tonight.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him.
Sure I have.
I am Dr. Garneau.
Who talks like
Commander
that?
Shepard of the Alliance.
I am Yohir.
Are you all right?
Oh, well, Yo 425. I don't go by Yohir as often anymore.
Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research.
Well, you are pretty liked in Rush server.
Incident.
I'll give you a follow back if I ever have a brain after this.
But aside from my confinement,
actually, fuck it, I can do that right now real quick. Clear shots. Let's open that up real quick. Problem solved. You also have an account from 2015. That's still solid, man. Don't discount that.
Bryson's research
I
led me
need to
to
do something. The game will go mute if I
sent you.
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by
can't
his
see
assistant.
shot. Give me just a second.
I see.
It just takes time. You know, you can just be fucking cracked as fuck at some games not at work. Like if you're cracked at Deadlock, I bet that would get you pretty good.
It's a myth. A dead end.
That's not what you said.
What about the artifact you talked about in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up.
It's an early access Steam. It's an early access version of Steam of Rivals and Marvel and Overwatch.
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we are speaking to Garneau.
You don't say!
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Well then play that. I'm just saying that if you don't really want to do a lot of talking and stuff, being cracked at a popular competitive game can really carry you. But you gotta be like super good at it. Like, all right, so here we are.
Someone cut the power.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Rivals is pretty popular, but I think it doesn't have a.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
Map shows a service door at the next train.
I'm just saying. I know that's another way people pop off.
I am noticing a pattern here. Despite the law,
Older games could still work.
We never find the Reapers moving in a direction away.
If you did speedruns or challenges, I know that those get pretty popular. I was even when I was affiliate, I was just playing whatever the fuck I like. That is also important. If you don't like what you're playing, you're not gonna do super duper hot. That's why I don't even know if I'm gonna continue to play Dragon Age 2. Well, okay. If your voice is strange, let's see. I don't know what's the now indie VTuber, the Dragon Newt thing. Yeah, I'm not really in the VTuber space despite being one. Alright. I don't really know, I can't remember her name. Uh-oh. Nope, this is bad. Ah, fuck, a duck. Hey, James.
Heads up! Enemies on that upper balcony.
Yeah, I see him. Okay, cool. Yeah, her. I know she has a speech to text to speech converter. I don't know how the fuck you would do that or what sorcery that is. Okay, and I didn't like my voice for a long time either. Just play it, listen to it. Actually, okay, so I couldn't tell you. I haven't had a chance to check out your stuff. Been a little bit busy, but shoot me just on Discord like a real quick voice recording of you on like your phone. Just shoot me your voice, and I can give some commentary of how I think about it because I don't pull my punches. Ask Gary. Hang on, speaking of Ari, I need to check something out on her real quick. I need to check something out about her real quick. Alright, she's fine. Friend of the show, Ari, was just doing. Well, just shoot me, and I can say it. You know, there's a bit of modulation you could do. You could do some modulation. There's all kinds of stuff you could do, man. You're not stuck with a bad voice. Famously, there are many female air quote VTubers who use a voice changer. I personally don't agree with that, but I also don't mind my voice because I took a radio class where that thing of all hating your voice, that was broken for me. I gotta get rid of those seeker swarms first. Actually. Where are those seeker swarms at? I hear them. So this is all Reaper forces in vanilla. But yeah, you're disliking your own voice can be overcome with just enough. Oh, cool. I'll give it a check. After the stream.
Heads up! Enemies on that upper balcony. Watch our flank.
Uh-oh, that's all the grenades. Holy fuck balls. I'll give it a listen. I do not pull punches. I'm not gonna be a... Fuck, that was bad. Okay, you have to go. Alright, okay. This isn't even the worst encounter in this level. Alright, thank you, James, for being so fucking takey. Oh boy, possessed. I'll be honest about how it is, but I'm not going to be a dick about it. I very rarely have to pull out the mean version of things when I tell people. You've already seen that too. I don't like having to do it. It's not like I'm a jackass. Okay. Alright, James, we need to get rid of that Scion. Yeah, it's normally a lot less difficult on normal or not with mods. Alright, time to use this. Oh boy, a fucking swarm. They slow power use and basically stop your shield from regenerating. And as a power user, that's bad. Alright, Scion is down. best SMG in the fucking game. That's God. No, 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 no. We are not doing this. Fuck all the way off. Fuck all the way to Tuesday. We are not doing a goddamn Banshee. Alright, we gotta get rid of all these fucks now. Them! So, for those of you who don't know, Banshees are fucking some of the toughest enemies in vanilla, and they do that. Alright. James, switch guns. Yeah. They also have that fucking scream. Pulling back. Fuck me. Wrong button. Oh, we are well and truly fucked, chat. Nope, nope, nope. Stay moving, fucking hand. Fuck. This might be actually the toughest counter that we face. Okay. Alright, Edie, come on. Get your cooldowns up. Ah, boy.
There he goes.
Alright, Aeon. Alright, Scion down. Oh, no, 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 no. Possessed Abomination is very bad.
Heads up.
Okay, full health again. I would have rather you be using a Scorpion right now, but it's fine. Okay, got it. Whew. Sorry I'm not chatting too much, I am locking the fuck in. That'll get him, okay. Alright, we got... No, I want up there. James, you got that shotgun ready? Good.
There's the door.
Yeah,
Okay,
I see it.
Let's find that artifact.
I see it, but we got a bigger fucking problem than where the fuck the door is right now. Everyone down. Let's go. Oh boy, there's enemies over there too. Fuck, 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 fuck. Nope, you ain't getting me! You ain't getting me! Alright. Just got the Scion, which is tossing all the grenades, but we should be fine other than that. I've never actually played this game with all the mods. I've never seen this fight before. I mean, I watched someone play it, but it was a cut down, watered down version. Got it. So that's one of the toughest ones I've done in a while. Whew, yeah, well, I am playing on the hardest difficulty as well, which probably doesn't make things better. I'm playing on the one that has the least guns. The Bloodpack Punter is admittedly the best gun in the game, and I might swap out the Scorpion pistol at this rate for a sniper rifle. I'll play around with some of the snipers.
I'm seeing the trouble spots. The drone could handle it.
We'll need to escort it.
I might change up my weapons in between streams.
Is on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
I'll take it. I might actually go that tech vulnerability given how things are, given what I've got going on. And I'll abuse the fuck out of it a little bit. Just not the cryo combo, because that's a little too cheesy. So basically, the longer you take, the worse off this is. Pardon. Yeah, I think the reason I like the Scorpion so much is that it is a very good early game gun. But it's just not it for
One repair done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
Got it.
Roger that.
Back to the Revenant for you, James.
Yeah.
You need closer to the drone.
We should hurry.
On it.
Are we clear? We're mostly clear. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Where's the drone? 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 The drone's over there. Fuck.
Drone's almost out of juice.
I hear you. I'm on it.
Fuck, 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 fuck. I don't got time for you. I don't got fucking time for you. I'm gonna die.
Roger that.
All right. I can't get close.
Shepard!
I'd love to! A fucking Black Star, let's go! Fuck! Alright, well, I know there's a Black Star there now. Ah, we gotta do it from here? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll swap out the Scorpion for a more long-range option. I don't know what sniper he had. I might go with the Javelin, because I am fond of that one.
Got it.
Repairs initiated.
Alright, there we go.
Repair done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood!
Who has the ball? Oh, I see. Alright, Scion is down.
We should hurry!
On it!
Just need to get rid of that Swarm. Okay, Swarm is down. Just now.
Drone's almost out of juice!
It's fine.
I'm on it.
Banshee, Commander.
Are you? No! No, 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 no. What the fuck? Hey, Ash. No, I am not. The collector, the modified mods and modified mods are absolutely destroying me. Alright, I got this time. As soon as that Banshee shows up, I'm gonna do what I can to get rid of the last of the collectors and then get the Black Star. Black Star will be used exclusively for the Banshee because I'm not dealing with that shit. Oh, hey Ash. By the way, use you as an example of professional streaming. Mostly about how like you gotta schedule in like a tight timetable and stuff.
One to go.
Because we're explaining to Mr. Cletus that helps a lot.
Understood! Stay close to the drone!
Got it.
Shepard,
Fuck.
we still need to escort that drone!
You don't gotta tell me, I gotta get rid of the Scion.
Closer to the drone.
I get it, I gotta be close to the drone, guys. I'm really trying.
On it.
Okay, that one's set.
Drone's almost...
It fucking got possessed, of course it did.
I hear you. I'm on it.
Alright, there we go. Alright, we got this. Not again, not again, not again, not again. No, no, no. Remember in Mass Effect 2? Gotcha. Remember Mass Effect 2 when you could, when healing you restored all of your shit?
Banshee, Commander.
Alright, Banshee time. Alright, so... It's always this fucking collector that kills me. I just punched a Seeker Swarm. I just punched a fucking Seeker Swarm. No, not now. Do not open that now.
Gotta get that drone over there, Shepard!
That's fucking right. Where the fuck did she go? Where the man did she go? Oh, joy. James, I need you to do the thing. Oh, okay. Where the fuck is the drone? Oh. All right, drone, do your thing. Oh yeah, I didn't think I could do that. They still got me, but I don't know if it's a critical mission failure if the drone runs out of shields. That was one of the craziest total counters. It was that or the Banshee and the drone get me, or the collector drone get me. So I mean, I had no choice. I had no choice on that one. Oh boy, we're 2 hours in and we still have 3 missions to go.
All repairs complete. Despawning.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
I believe there's only 1 or 2 more combat encounters. Yeah, I would have to really lower their health significantly more and do a heavy melee if I was gonna kill a swarm with a melee. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is the end of this mission.
The artifact.
The worst one.
Like in Bryson's
No,
office.
the next one does have some troubles.
Move! I've got a shot.
But if I had a nickel for every time someone used a detonator to impede me from my goal in this series, I'd have 2, which is strange. Which isn't much, but it's strange that happened twice.
Damn it.
I said it right eventually. Yeah, we lost the ore we came here for, but don't worry. We'll go back and do some detective work and find the other lead. And then I'll talk a little bit about some interesting parallels that the
Shepard, over here.
some interesting parallels and reoccurring themes in the Mass Effect setting. That I don't think Bioware intended for, but it's interesting.
No, this is. It appears he's been dead for a while.
There's nothing like him.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh.
More advanced than the Reapers.
Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson?
And we're not going to be fucking her over. I feel I've done it once, but I feel bad about it.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so.
This is like really tragic, though.
I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here. How is that?
I like her markings and stuff. I'm still not sorry, but I like her
so
markings.
sorry.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling.
The Omega DSC will go back faster.
Dark.
Hopefully, I don't know what that.
Dark was a feeling. That's exactly.
I don't know what the mods have done to Omega, but Omega. You never played Leviathan, Ash? Really? This is one. So I said it earlier. I don't really fuck with the levels, and I'm on the story. I like Omega more because it's just action all the time, and I really fuck with the gameplay. I think it's the best of, excluding some of the stuff you can do in Citadel, some of the best the series has to offer. But this overall is like vitally important for your understanding of the Reapers.
That artifact. Do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine.
Well, if you ever do get a chance to play it, I highly recommend it.
Was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Yeah, this is Leviathan. This is the first combat.
A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper.
Here it is, though.
What's a Reaper?
Tragic.
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
Just imagine that. Imagine being the families, these people. Holy, that haunts
arranged
me.
for these people to be evacuated into temporary
One
quarantine.
of my biggest genuine
These people
fears
have been out of it for that long. They're in for a shock.
is me missing a lot of time with my daughter. I've already missed a lot, but like being in a coma or heavens forbid, dying.
It seems Leviathan not only has the power
Because all those families had to have grieved. Have to have grieved, thinking that they lost
Maybe this thing
lost their
is
loved
a
ones,
Reaper.
and just yeah.
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here? And more importantly, why? Edie,
There's just
did we get anything from
shit like
Gardo's
that
note?
scares me.
Yes. They suggest that Garno created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact
Also,
seems to
Ash,
be
Agreed.
I'm talking
When I
about
head back to
but-
Bryson's office, I want you there.
I
Yes, Commander.
had a funny
I want
little.
to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what
yeah,
they can do.
it's.
Powerful and dangerous. That's what they
This
are.
is not me fishing for pity, and then I'll tell
And
Ash
we've
the
got
thing.
one
But
sitting right in
this
the
is
middle
not
of the
me
Citadel.
fishing for pity. Not at all, right? I don't want to hear nobody comment on it. I was the victim of a hate crime in middle school.
You've got new messages, Commander.
I thought I was bisexual. I'm not. I'm strictly into women. I might have actually been, but our prime minister, George Human, sure, whatever. Captain Riley, woohoo! I was a victim of a hate crime in middle school because I thought I was bisexual and I was in the military base community type thing, you know? And I was open about it and I didn't give a fuck. And then something happened and I woke up in a hospital. I wasn't knocked out though. That's the part that makes this terrifying for me. I wasn't knocked out. I remember a shoe coming to my face. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's black, but most days it's white. And then I wake up in the hospital, right? I have no memory of what happened, and that's what scares me. I vaguely have like a dream, like it's like a dream I have of the part in between of just right, and then I'm waking up in the hospital lobby, and my mom, my best friend, and my very first best friend, and he's my best friend because he stuck with me through all of this, right? He didn't abandon me. He says I was just he was only there for part of it, but I was just screeching, "Who am I?" Right? And then I'm in a car. And this is a dream, hazy dream type situation, and I'm just asking the same couple of questions. My mom said it was like clockwork. And then I wake up in the hospital, and it was called transient global amnesia. And again, I don't need any reactions from this. To me, it's just a story. Though, if you're asking that question, Cletus, the guy everybody said did it cornered me after school, and with his buddies, and asked me if I remembered. And because I am not the same person I once was, I would. At the time, if I was pre-me, I even thought it was somebody like, yeah, fuck you, I thought it. But I just kind of walked past him and was like, I don't remember. If you did it, you're clear. But yeah, right? Like, genuine victim of hate crime. But the scary part to me isn't any of that. What scares me the most is I have no memory of that period of my life. I was conscious, I was saying things, I was capable of movements, but I have no fucking memory of that time, and that's the part that's always scared me. It's when you're awake and you don't know what you're doing. You have no memory of it.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Anyway, what was I saying? I had something I was gonna tell Ash.
Without difficulty.
My brain. Yeah, but I don't need any reactions. The way I always justify it, it's just a story. So yeah, it's just a story. It's just a story.
Why
but
would we
yeah,
be affected?
that shit
Perhaps
terrifies
the
me.
time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan.
Oh.
Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
All right, so I do remember
Agreed.
this one. This
Bryson's
one's
team
actually
might
a
have
little
turned
bit
up something
easier.
we missed. I'll look around.
This was a lot easier, actually. Oh, and I guess a happier ending to the story. As I say, I really, okay, my life is a series of strange and not so great events at times. I just really don't like people telling me I'm sorry or any of that. If I say it's just a story, it means I processed it. If it's a tale, it might not be as processed, but I'm able to talk about it. But just a story is,
Edie, what project was Garneau working on
was
when he
just
found
that.
the artifact?
But a happier
Basilisk.
side.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game.
Galaxy Fantasy.
It
You can
possesses
play it on your Omni
ability
tool.
capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
Anyway, so as I said before, we'll get a happier ending on that. As I said before, I was a very outspoken kid, right? Like, really, as I said it, I was openly bi and did not give a fuck. After that, I was much more withdrawn and I was quiet and all this stuff. But thanks to the power of therapy, I was able to become the person you know now. I'm a bit of a hybrid. That's why I'm an introvert-extrovert combo. Extrovert by nature, introvert by nurture. And thanks to therapy, I'm a nice, beautiful combo of the two. I have an understanding of both. I don't know, I just call it the combo, but yeah. Alright, let's see. We need to get into the locker. We need to get in the locker because that's one of them. Alright, let's see.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in
That's why, but you have to meet the right therapist. So that's why people say therapy isn't for me. I tell them, that's very likely untrue. You just haven't met the right one you click with. I also had that problem when I had a deep loss.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
No.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact.
Shut up, Cletus.
What about the
Shut up! I'm strictly into women and I'm not a pervert. I'm a very pure, innocent vampire. On stream.
However, records show new messages.
I've never once typed the words unholy thoughts in my life.
Could be worth a look.
There we go. But yeah, I had a therapist for a different issue, and she told me that I should use my bipolar as a superpower when I was disclosing my
a message from Dr.
when I was disclosing my my mental health conditions to explain a bit about me. And I'm like, I'm very serious about my bipolar. I keep that locked down. And they said, hey, how about you use it as a superpower? And I'm like, you what? I didn't see her again. Yeah, it's just finding the right person. And yes, on stream. Listen, Cletus. Listen, Cletus. All I'm gonna say is the most recent time I typed that was totally not today, in response to someone posting Lilith from Fate Grand Order. And if you look her up, you would understand why I would never ever do that.
She sounded worried.
Because I'm a very innocent vampire.
Concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula.
Not believing that, like, it's not for me.
That cluster contains.
You go. No, the love you feel isn't real.
We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
I've had a great one, and then I really like the one I work with now. I think she's super great. She also works with plural people.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do.
She also works with plural people, and I am very open about me being a plural
Does anything in Anne
individual.
Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Which is important to find, because I would not do very well if someone said, hey, the girls aren't real, or you shouldn't have them.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the
there it
project
is.
requisitions locker.
One day, maybe I'll have like a full-on stream where I talk about that. I mean, I have a video on my old Patreon.
We must locate an access card to open it.
All right, let's see. Access card. I don't remember where that is. Here we go. Yeah.
Access card for the requisition.
For what it's worth, Cletus, I'm not allowed to roll for her or her summer form.
It was last used by Anne
I
Bryson
can't
to
roll
obtain
for
equipment
Lilith or
Project
Lilith
Scarab.
Summer because Nagisa, one of the two in my head, the one that thinks she's my full-on manager. Her full name is Nagisa Lilith, last name. The reasons for that are because I happened to watch a certain anime about ninjas at the time. We're not saying anything else than that.
Didn't need an environmental suit.
right?
Water recycling equipment.
Right. And I was like, well, based on the studio that made that. Because of the nature of the game that they were created. I'm a wholesome vampire
Get
now.
me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
I'm a wholesome vampire now, though, right? But Nagi says, like, no, you will have no other person named Lilith but me. And I'm like, okay.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted
No,
civilian
I'm just saying that. I don't.
But we might learn
I'll
more
bark
if
at
we
March
find
7th for whatever fucking reason. I don't even play Star Rail, but something about her design, especially the Yandere version, just like trickles my brain. But really, the only like actual waifus I would say I have is Melt and BB. I adore Melt. She's not even physically my type, but Melt Eurylis is just. I love her personality.
Not beyond Leviathan
And then
itself.
BB is just insane. So. Oh, and of course Medusa. I love me Medusa from Fate. All right, let's see what else am I missing here. I love me Medusa from Fate. Let's see what other stuff here is here. I actually really appreciate Medusa in Fate for her character and personality, like genuinely. I especially love that Tight Moon looked at the. Yes, exactly, her. Have you seen her in the turtleneck, Ash? How could I not?
There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
The Icarus.
Have you seen her in the turtleneck and glasses?
Enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
It's not just that her personality is she's really big on like being loyal and her looks, and that she understands what it's like to be hurt.
Relay system.
Right? It's that turtleneck, but it's also the fact she really values quality time. Like in Hollow Ataraxia, she's just down to read in the same room with you and vibe that way. Like, don't get me wrong, I like to talk with my partner. Not that I have any right now, but I like to talk with my partner, and quality time is this. But I also value the quality time where you're just in the same room and doing your own goddamn thing. That's good enough for me. So I really appreciate her. All right, let's see. Ship schematics.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
Is that what is that what it's called? I mean, so historically, for a very long time, because of my brother, I have always denied my autism. But lately, I've been more open to admitting I'm kind of autistic. I'll have to look her up later. But yeah, I've kind of been more accepting of and less rejecting of my autism diagnosis. I know I'm not normal. Parallel play, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if you give me I want to go on dates, I want to have chats, but sometimes I just want to be sitting on the couch or on the chair I've inherited, my very fancy chair that I've inherited. It's not fancy. It's like I'll have to post it later. Why am my hair doing that? But just like I'll read, or maybe I'm playing Fate Grand Order. Or watching something on my phone. Probably with earbuds or something in, but I still am available. I want somebody who can do that, who I can be that with. Calling all attractive women, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking doing that. I can't even finish that joke. Especially because I think I'm probably done with online, given what happened most recently. It's so good. It's just so good. Like, and I learned I like that. Because, so when I was living with my family, I would just hang out and sit on the chair I just discussed. I'll post pictures of it later. It's got a history, so it's a very comfy chair.
I found something.
Alright, so this is, yeah, it's just so chill. I learned, like, my folks would be watching TV, and I would sometimes watch and chime in, usually with snarky remarks. But sometimes I would just be playing the game, just doing my thing, and it's just, quality time is how I feel loved. Like my love language is giving gifts, but how I feel loved is quality time. So yeah, I just want someone who can do that. It's so good. You are a very lucky person, Cletus, to have a wife who understands you like that.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
Maybe once I learn to play the bass and I start going to, like, doing things and going to the gym, maybe I'll find someone who I mesh with like that. All right, this time we're gonna bring Garrus. Okay, chat. I have the realistic questions to ask real quick to derail things. I said I wouldn't for Take Back Earth, but should I do God Mode Garrus for this fight? Because this fight's pretty tough. Yeah. I have TV to generate myself, and I would probably do that for someone with someone, but I also have I've also got right now my table right all in the same room. All right, this fight. I remember this mission being pretty hard on normal. All right, so God Mode Garrus it is. I do have the Spitfire though, which is pretty funny. So the reason this makes Garrus so strong is Garrus already has armor-piercing ammo, Cletus. This gun has a hidden modifier against armor. It has a hidden modifier against armor, a crazy fire rates, while also having decent-ish accuracy for an assault rifle, and okay damage. And since he is a all right, that's damage by 20. More armor piercing. Doesn't increase weight. Oh no, it doesn't. Garrus is incredibly strong with this. I thought I had the high velocity wear, which does. Alright, so that's 20%. Yeah, it does, and seeing as armor is the toughest one to get rid of, even with my Incinerate Blast. That's weird, I thought I had a barrel that. No, I gotta play Omega to get that. I gotta play the Omega DLC to get that. Alright, and we'll do this, so Garrus even further shreds armor. It can get through a pretty thick piece of cover at just 40% resistant damage, and it just ignores defenses on our armor targets. You know, as you do. This is like a goated combo on Garrus. And then I got him with a Javelin because I like the Javelin because it uses like special liquids. Yeah. This is the only time we will see God Mode Garrus though, because I would feel kind of bad if I used it all the time. Oh, I need to level him up too.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
Right. Edie, can you tell
I
us
do
anything
love
else?
that if they talk to Edie, but she's in your party, they change it.
Under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is
So the reason this mission sucks so much originally is because you're under constant fire, and unless you're taking cover, even then sometimes it can bypass it. You'll just take just straight up damage.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace.
I should include my Discord tag on this on my thing on the bottom. I mean, it's just Go 425, the same, but I should include that.
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and eat, Cletus. I'll still be streaming by the time you get back, homie.
The artifact she uncovered may have caused additional complications.
Agreed.
You know what?
Take us in closer.
Copy
I'm gonna go and reopen DMs real quick. DMs are open again.
We have hostiles.
Take us in.
Okay,
Commander, on the landing platform.
Okay. All right.
That's her. Okay,
Man, I love Garrus's fire. Yeah, those things, they shoot you and they're not killable.
Get us over there.
So it's ideal to just finish this mission fast.
Platform. Hang on. There, go. Jump.
Yeah.
We can't stay here, Shepard.
This platform won't remain stable.
All right, let's go.
Move. She's somewhere above us.
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard.
Jeez, I'm getting knocked around.
It's too dangerous.
I haven't played this mission in a while though, but I remember.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
I might need to reevaluate some of my armor and stuff. We'll see what we do, what sniper rifle I do. I might go the Widow. Just so I can have some extra long-range shopping power, but I am going to be moving from the Scorpion to the Scorpion grenade pistol. I still think it's a really good combo for the Engineer, but I need some long-range options. I remember this mission being a little difficult though, because yeah. Oh of this. That is a lot of harvesters.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
Alright, here, I'll let Garrus just... See, he also doesn't have to worry about the accuracy problems. You see that? Look at him just go! Look at him just fucking go. That's shredded in a couple shots. Go ahead, Gears. Look at that. Look at that. God mode Garrus. I'm playing the hardest difficulty, by the way.
Watch out! Well, we're not getting up that way. Look for another path.
Hang on. Look at how much shots it takes for me to fucking do that damage. And I know it went fast because he was shooting it. Yeah. God, he's called God Mode Garrus with this
Looks
for
like
a reason.
bridge over there.
This is the only time I'm gonna do it because it would be cheating. It would genuinely be cheating
Controls are
otherwise.
broken. Someone try to fix it.
Right away, Commander.
Good work,
The
Edie.
wires have sustained damage. I'll need a moment for repairs. The bridge has been repaired. Raising it now.
Watch it! Fancy!
Are you fucking kidding me? Garrus, do your thing, dude.
Understood.
Look at it! Look at that! Fucking look at that! Did y'all see that? The Banshee went down in no time! The Banshee went down in fucking no time, and they're like the tankiest enemy in the game, at least for vanilla.
The bridge is up.
Move! That elevator can't be far.
Yeah. It's actually insane. And by the way, that was a deluxe edition / pre-order bonus, which you could just buy later on the buy later. So like, but you could get it at the start of that gun at the start of the fucking game.
This way.
Hey, take the gun that does extra damage to the tankiest. Take the gun that does the tankiest amount of damage. That does the extra damage to the tankiest amount of
Elevator
health.
spotted, Shepard.
Got it.
Oh yeah, that's scary. I'm not big on elevators, if I'm being honest. I know escalators are technically more dangerous,
The elevator's blocked.
but elevators kind of spook me. I also, do any of you have like an irrational fear of dropping your elevator down that little slit between the door and the between the door and stuff? Where are we going? Oh, over here. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone then.
More enemies ahead.
Oh boy, a Scion! You know what that means? Oh look, they did it again! Alright, we're gonna... Oh, there's two of them. Garrus, homie. Alright. Okay. Okay. Move up, Garrus. Garrus, homie. No, don't do this to me. Garrus, don't do this to me.
Understood.
Oh boy. Alright, looks like I'm doing the solo. Oh yeah, that's a pretty bad one too. Yes, homie.
You got it.
Don't get stuck on geometry now, man. Watch this now, normal. Okay, to be fair though, you are a maid bot, so you do have like a phone installed in you or something. Yeah, maybe. Oh, got lucky there. Why the fuck didn't that restore me entirely? Yes, homie.
I will.
I'm more accuracy with this right now. There we go. God damn. Woo! Okay. Okay, we're making good progress. We're making good progress, chat. Oh yeah, by the way, I was watching Linkus 7 the other day. I was watching one of his randomizers. That dude is so charismatic and always seems like he's having a grand fucking time. Kinda if I was gonna be improved to be a streamer, I would really want to be like him. He seems like just such a nice, cheerful, outgoing dude who's just having a good time. Like, not to imply I'm not having a good time right now. I fucking love Mass Effect. And I'm glad that, at least for the start of my streaming on this account, I've only been playing games I really like. I feel like if I'm playing a game I don't like, which is kind of why I dropped Dragon Age 2, at least for now. We might come back to it. I'm glad we're doing Inquisition. Thank you, Gears. What are you doing? Yeah, fuck it. For the fighting, we'll give her the death pistol, not the death pistol that you get in Citadel. Why the fuck is that thing so it look like a Carnifex with a fucking barrel extension? Have such a goddamn punch. All right, let's go. All right, let's see. Oop. I'm just trying to look around, and then we got. What the fuck? No! No, 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 no. I don't think they have a grab attack, but I'm not gonna find out. Yes, keep doing the thing. Holy shit, that would have taken me a while if it weren't for Garrus. Normally I'd have to do a cycle. Alright. Take care, Ash. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was good to see ya.
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there.
Goddamn God mode, Garrus. That would have taken me a long while, though. That would have taken me a couple cycles. As we saw last time I fought one of those. Alright, I need to do something. Okay, she doesn't have anything. And Garrus. Alright, there we go.
No, Boyles, stay down. Oh God.
Why did you try to move?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run.
Why? Why would you do that in this fucking war zone?
Don't move until we get there.
Hey, that solved some of our problems. Alright, that's the shooting I was talking about. Just the increment shooting. Yeah, I probably should stay down for that one.
Boyles, stay down. Oh God.
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run for it.
Alright, let's do this.
Don't move until we get there.
Yeah. Like I said, this mission kind of sucks. Because as soon as that harvester comes by... I can't do anything about that either. Yeah, okay. I guess we can. Who was I to question the power of God Mogaris? Alright. Yeah, he just fucking shreds them. It's kind of a sight to behold. If you're playing Mass Effect on like if you're playing Mass Effect Infinity and you want to get the challenge, don't do this. But like I don't like this level like at all. It's kind of a little bit tricky. Although I had no idea the last level was going to be as hard as it was, as a result of the mods. But if you really just want to speedrun this game, just give Garrus this.
Get to it!
Okay, go ahead and grab that, and go ahead and grab that. Why do I get the feeling we're about to okay, cool, we're good. Up we go! Alright.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
Probably dead. By the way, that blood pack executioner is one of the most single powerful shots in the game.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry, they didn't make it.
Alright, we get this
Doctor,
mission
I
done,
need you
and
to
then we'll
come
have
with
an interesting mission that I actually kind of like.
Yes, of course.
And then after that... we'll learn the truth of the Reapers. What the Leviathan is, the truth of the Reapers, and I will tell you a theory I've heard that I like.
was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
Doesn't that look like a certain massive...
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes.
I kind of do think it's a little too convenient that it's here,
it's old,
but whatever.
Much older than my father thought.
Speaking
and there,
of...
as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Alright, we got this.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead.
By the way, your dad's dead. Probably shouldn't tell her that now, though.
May sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study
Don't
it.
worry. I know.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down!
Yeah, normally that's a Centurion.
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
She's gonna say the darkness cannot breach.
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Oh, look at that.
Shepard!
Take it out! Got it.
I mean, Garrus could have done that with a sniper rifle or that gun.
You okay?
The Typhoon.
Cortez, we have
By the way, the
Bryson.
gun is called the
Need a
Typhoon
pickup.
because of course it is.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle, you run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, it's okay. Just
We'll bring it down.
Garrus. Garrus, buddy. Jesus Christ on a stick! God damn, there's so many fucking explosions. Okay, maybe I shouldn't run with their shields. That might have been a poor choice. Yeah, I knew I was gonna eat that.
We'll bring it down. Okay, Cortez, get in.
Damn, alright, thank you, Garrus. Again, God mode Garrus. I'm not gonna do it for the next fight unless we really need it. The next mission is also pretty difficult, but I can probably pull that off without any,
let's go!
without any modification. Although it's gonna have a fuck ton of scions. Actually, we're not even bringing Garrus to the next mission, actually, now that I think about it. What the fuck was I supposed to do to that? They landed right on fucking on top of me.
We'll bring it down.
I don't think it survived that. I got it. Of course, I'm surrounded.
Okay, Cortez. Get in.
Can't regenerate hail, nothing while that Clicker Storm's on me. Oh, okay.
Copy that. Everybody, let's go!
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, we're getting the fuck out of here. No, we're not. 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 We're not. Why do I gotta go down the ladder? Okay. Whew. All right. All right, chat. All right, chat. We got one more bit of investigation, and then we are going to go back to the...
You okay?
I don't remember what planet it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Commander.
I guess there's a secret form in here.
I blacked out.
Or a very, very loud flag. Loud flat. Loud fly.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
By the way, your dad's dead.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why.
Wow, I was called it. Look at that. I'm so good at games.
Doctor,
Alright, this next mission is actually genuinely going to be the toughest, probably.
Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector.
Nah, that's not possible.
I have to call my father.
That wouldn't be possible because
Anne,
all Reapers have to
you
go into
need to
active
listen
states
to
of
me.
activity. Inactivity.
Your father is dead.
Even fucking Sovereign did.
I'm sorry.
They can't be active for as long as they would like to be.
What? Ted?
Yep.
He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Yeah, but damn, a third color.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine, the next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. And?
I want to see his office.
Okay.
We'll arrange for transportation.
Actually, we're going straight there, so... We're going straight fucking there, actually.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Nope. Alright, chat. We'll get the fuel. And then we'll go fucking finish this. We'll go find the Leviathan. If you haven't seen this, but you know what the Reapers are, Cletus, this is gonna blow your fucking mind. If you don't know what's coming up, it's gonna blow your fucking mind. It's not even actually all that bad writing for when we learn what we learn. I think the Dark Energy plot was better, but I don't entirely mind the writing of all of it. You know? We are in for a pretty lengthy combat encounter first, and since we can't bring God Mode Garrus because I'm bringing Tally for reasons that will make sense since we romanced her. It'll make sense why I'm bringing Tally.
And
you get special lines depending on who you romance if you bring them. Anyway. Yeah, she's my #1 romance. Jack is #2.
And?
Jack has a really good romance, but Tally has always been.
Sorry.
I've got a thing for nerdy girls.
This is hard.
Of course. Are you all right?
Yes. No. I don't know.
We don't even need
My
more
father
assets
and
at
I
this
didn't
point,
leave things
honestly.
in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else.
Yeah,
I don't
this is
remember
real.
what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
I do hate to. We're being on Paragon, but I really feel like this is more of an option we would choose. But
it's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed.
possession, something I know well.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry.
He held on to the drawing you did. You might have felt like an inconvenience, but he loved
so
you.
Full of stories. He nearly burst.
Even if he wasn't the greatest at showing it.
I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work.
Part of why I regularly tell my daughters I love them. Or daughter.
We'll figure this out.
That's still so hard.
We have to.
That's a hard one to...
I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
So...
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark.
The workers said the same thing.
But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
Alright, so... James is here now? Not yet, okay.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular
Actual attempts to prevent it.
But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
I do think it's really nice that there was other people who believed, even if it's retroactive, in Shepard. Oh, by the way, Cletus, you want to hear something crazy? We'll see it in the Citadel DLC because I'll make sure to point it out. the Council believed us the entire time after Mass Effect 1. You can find in the Citadel Archives, which is essentially like the Smithsonian, but like but super restricted act. Yeah. Okay, so get this, right? So you essentially go to the Citadel Archives, which is like the Smithsonian, but some parts are restricted and in vaults, like the actual history of the deployment of the genophage, right? And if you're a Spectre, you have special access to all of it, right? You can see there's a thing where it talks about the Battle of the Citadel, the end of Mass Effect 1, and it'll say that Sovereign was a special guest ship, and it'll say that, and then it goes, oh, and the computer basically goes, oh, you're a Spectre? Okay, yeah, actually that was Sovereign, and the Council doesn't really know a lot, but that was a Reaper ship. They retroactively, in the best DLC, they retroactively go, yeah, the Council believed you the whole time, and even in Mass Effect 2, if you saved them, they were just being kind of dicks to you about it. They retroactively say that the Council believed you. That's a fucking thing in the DLC.
You studied the Rachni?
I wrote my dissertation.
Maybe they were just butthurt because I hung up on them every time.
No? It might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Rachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing.
Oh yeah, this is really cool.
At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders.
It's similar to
At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum intelligence.
They died in this run.
Whatever Leviathan does.
Here's the fun fact. If you're playing for maximum war assets, letting the Council die is the best because you'll get the most war assets. It's also really funny to play a Paragon Shepherd who sacrifices the Council.
Must be similar.
But I didn't kill him. I just said focus on Sovereign, so I didn't kill him.
It uses the artifact to establish a connection.
I actually said it would be better if you chose that option if some of the Council survived, only some, and they were furious with you. I think that would be a really cool option, having some negative and positive outcomes by choosing some. Although, saving the Council does have one of the best things ever, where you save Spiritus, the Turian counselor from the first game, a second time. Mr. Yes, the Reapers, with the fucking quotation marks. It would be so good to say. It's satisfying for him to live and see, oh.
Hey, Loco. Need a hand?
Hey, James.
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Also, this is how you can get the head. If you can explode it or get the head, right?
Commander, you see this thing?
We are not taking it though, because I do not like the fact that it screams at your hamster.
Ow, son of a...
Did it bite you?
Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
Edie!
I recommend you apply Metagel.
She didn't answer, though. She did not answer. Alright, hang on, You can get the damn head to explode. I know because I've done it. I just don't remember the exact...
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or... I don't know, whatever.
No, we are not doing that. It is a viable room decoration, though, but we're not doing that. Alright, hang on, let's see. Yeah, no.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver.
I really like this display, by the way. I would unironically get one for my apartment though, if I had a big enough place. It's really pretty.
Right.
Nagisa also likes the stars.
Leviathan doesn't bother.
Yeah, he's gonna turn to us totally.
Because it and my father had something in common.
Alright, so
you said Leviathan's
we don't need war assets. We're collecting them anyway.
Communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs.
Right, I'm letting them finish this talk.
He hated being
this
stuck
talk,
in the
and then...
He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God. He'd have hated dying here.
Anne, I know this is hard.
All right, so
but if there's anything more you can tell us.
you can lose a
I
potential
don't
war
think there's
asset right
anything
now.
more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal.
I hate the idea that we're doing this, by the way.
So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Wait just a second, I'm spraying my arm.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Yep, it is.
Noted. Edie,
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
you sure about this?
Yes.
All right. So if you do
I'm
not
sure.
stop James right here twice,
Okay.
she'll be brain dead.
I'm ready.
We are stopping James.
James.
We are not stopping James.
Drop the
once.
containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
I don't remember what planet it's on, but we're gonna.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait.
Yeah, she's letting herself being taken over by this, and if you let it go not too long, it's fries her brain.
I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Actually, fuck it. We'll
Signal
interrupt
is
once.
tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
It says canon on the subtitle, by the way.
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Only one.
Signal is fading.
James will be
Maintain
disappointed if you let her
connection.
die.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain
Nope.
connection to narrow the
She'll
search.
die if you do that. See her? She's already bleeding out her nose.
I'm stopping this!
Do it.
Raise the shield.
Jeez. Look at her.
Anne? Anne, are
She's
you all
hurting,
right?
but she's not brain dead.
I'm not sure. It hurts.
I figured I might go show y'all something a little bit, because most players would probably interrupt the first one.
Edie.
But we get her as a war asset now.
Yes, Shepard. But it will take time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
This better be worth it.
Agreed, Lieutenant. Anything else, Anne?
Yeah, she's a
It was
fucking.
dark. Cold.
She's brain dead if you don't if you do
can't
that
tell you
second
this
interrupt.
much.
But you get a guaranteed match.
Leviathan is angry.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
It can
Come on.
fucking try.
Let's get you some help.
I don't know where James is on this. Some renegade, but it's okay. Alright, let's go back to the Normandy. Anne will be okay. Anne will be okay. He just might be able to if it was able to fight Leviathan on even footing. You'll see. You'll see. You're not tasselphobic, are you? I actually am a little bit. I don't like the idea of diving too far in the ocean, and I don't like the idea of being out on a boat. Or a ship. Or underground. Which is why I'm never fucking playing Subnautica. Fuck anybody who's asked me to. It's not happening. Oh, terraform Tajanka, sure. Informs on these. Sure. I have no idea what movie that is, but orbital keystone mechanism. I guess weather device. All right. Looking for flashies. Scan for Leviathan. Alright. We have a partial match. I wonder, is it the one that says 50%?
Signal confirmed.
Oh, it is this one then. Alright, so this is actually an interesting time where the probe actually... Okay. I'll go get the other one.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Alright, I can wait real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other war asset then. Oh, it's not there no more. Oh well, I'm gonna scan anyway. We'll go and buy some fuel then. Also, while we wait then, actually, I know what I need to do while I wait. I need to try out some sniper rifles. I don't have... Oh wait, I do have the Widow. Because of my import bonus. Because Legion had it. Let's take a look at some stuff here. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll lose some health, but I'll gain some shields. I'll lose some power damage, but I also will get I'll also get a bit of power recharge speed. Losing some of that is acceptable. All right, so then we're gonna open up the shooting range. All right, so let's see here. Okay. I want to shoot. I'm gonna give the. Okay, welcome back. Getting doing something real quick. Oh, interesting. An infinite, so it's an infinite ammo. It's an infinite ammo beam rifle, huh? But it burns through ammo a little too fast. We're trying to find something better. I like the harpoon gun, if I'm being honest. I like the harpoon gun a lot. But it does require a charge up. This one is pretty good because it's got explosive rounds. Do I have the Black Widow? The Black Widow is just as heavy. The Javelin weighs a lot, but it's a good one. How much is that? It's still 91? I need something that's good, so let's get the Mantis try. Alright, just real quick finding a better gun that's better. Okay, 3 shots with a quick reload, that's pretty good. Nope, not doing this one. I'll probably do the Valiant. I do like the Widow. I do like the Widow, if I'm being honest. Is it the Black Widow? I believe the Black Widow... I believe the Black Widow is the more lightweight one, but whatever. Well, we will go with the Valiants, and we'll make a couple quick modifications to it. Okay. Alright, let's see, how's that looking? There we go! So we don't have the slow time bonus. You can get a thing that slows time, gives you time dilation. It has a lower ammo capacity, but I do really like that. We're gonna do that for our long range options now. I'm now an engineer that does, because engineers benefit from having that, because you can also still shoot powers you can use powers while you're still using a snipe while you're still aiming down scope. That's actually really useful for deploying a drone. All right, so bring Edie because we bring her along this whole time, and Tally because, well, she's our girlfriend and we get special dialogue for bringing your girlfriend or partner or whatever to this. Also, this is the very last mission. It'll take a little bit. I have made a modifier to our setup. We are no longer getting a bit of a health boost. We're no longer getting a power damage boost. That's acceptable. We deal enough power damage anyway. In exchange for a slightly faster power recharge and better shields. All right, Tally is using the gas shotgun and the arc pistol. Although the arc pistol, I'm doing that mostly for thematic stuff, but the arc pistol is not really the best for long distance. So maybe I'll give her the phalanx is a good enough one. Still less damage, but it's got better long range options. And then Edie stays the same. Ooh, okay. And we're gonna go ahead and finish out attack rates, attack range, and damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Basically, this is a little summon she has that floats around her. It floats around her, and we're gonna do... Yeah, and we'll probably do the chain lightning. It's just basically a little bonus for her. All right. This is a pretty cool one. We even get a pre-rendered cinematic. But the reason I asked that is because if you have tassophobia, you probably don't want to play this mission.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Also, I'm glad we put him in armor.
What are we expecting to find?
Dr. Bryson classified Leviathan as a Reaper killer. It appears it doesn't wish to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
But after that? If it's a Reaper, even one that went rogue, do we really want help from something like that?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its
Also,
help.
I fucking love this injury visor. It's so good looking.
Let's narrow down Leviathan's location.
Such a good piece of
You're not gonna
headgear.
like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
It's unfortunate that Tally can't get the full benefits of the gas plasma shotgun because they can't charge
should
it.
still be able to reach it.
Also, you like speculation. This thing is
Kodiak
good
is
for you.
spec to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status!
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
See, good thing we put him in armor. Ooh, all right,
Everyone
so
all right?
My suit's intact. Maybe a few bruises under it.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
It would seem others have been stranded here as well. We aren't the first to encounter that pulse.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
So, I said I mentioned it now, so we'll go ahead and get into it. So, if you remember the Thorian.
Any idea how old these are?
The bones are untouched by
By the way,
scavengers.
this is everybody
If they
that
rotted
died
in
here.
from humidity and exposure, it might take more than a year.
A lot of there's actually a story about a crew that's stranded here. If you read the stuff, in the end they cannibalized the captain. I'm gonna leave that there.
Shepard, look. One of the artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
But so if you remember the Thorian in Mass Effect 1, it controls people via spores. If you remember the Arachnid, they can control dead bodies via pheromones and quantum entanglement communications, right? The Reapers can control things with indoctrination. there's a prevailing theme here that evolved life forms. Also, the Leviathan can do it through these artifacts. There is a prevailing theory or connection in Mass Effect that fully evolved life forms. Hell, there's even a power called Dominate in this game that turns enemies into allies for a short
I
time.
recognize a few of these ships, but only from historical records. They're ancient.
There's a prevailing theme that domination and mind control is something that is for evolved life forms, right?
Look, up there. Reapers! They were right behind us!
Protect the
It's an interesting thing to note, because one of the endings is you take control of the Reapers, right? Okay, thanks game. Very cool. So it's interesting to note that that is in some ways considered the highest form of evolution.
Protect the shuttle! Cortez! Situation!
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Don't want that going off.
At once. Acknowledge.
But yeah, it's a pretty interesting to note that that seems to, it's although probably unintentional by BioWare, it is kind of a prevailing theme.
Cortez! Almost there, Commander.
Kind of like how the synthesis ending wasn't supposed to be tied to Saren, but it is an interesting thing to note. Also, we can shoot those things to cause explosions. And remember, the Reapers have been harvesting and turning the... So Reapers have been harvesting every 50,000 years the sentient species of the galaxy, turning them into Reapers. With the biggest, most dominant species being turned into a Sovereign class Reaper. The big ones, like that. That is what the lore of Mass Effect seems to suggest.
Cortez, I need that bird in the air. Just a few seconds.
That is what the lore seems to suggest, though it's not intentional. Though not completely intentional. I don't think BioWare wanted to say that. Oh, hello.
Give us some cover fire.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's freaky. So you can aim your powers down with this too. Oh boy.
Another pulse hit me. Like control scrambled.
Damn it. Cortez is in trouble. Get to him.
Fucking hell. I cannot fucking... What the fuck is hitting me?
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
I'm working on it, man.
I need some backup at the shuttle.
I'm working on it, homie. Ugh. Yeah, I think you can do it in 2. It's been a minute since I've done it because I don't usually play a class that can do that. Because in 2, anytime I play in 2, a class that cannot use shotguns, I immediately pick shotguns because the Geth plasma shotgun is actually the best shotgun. Because if you aim it down sight with a charged shot, it has limited homing powers. Doesn't help that this entire place is topsy-turvy. God, that fast reload is nice.
Okay, we're clear.
Low ammo capacity, but it's nice. I like this gun.
We need to talk.
Do we, though? Oh, hey. A mod. I'm gonna go grab that first. Might be one I already have on me right now. Nope, just pistol ultra materials. Probably the most useless mod unless you are running a fuck ton of weapons. And the reason I say that is because pistols are all fairly lightweight. Ammo generator? Even though there shouldn't be anything like that here. Because the ammo was only starting to be massively reused. Whatever. Oh, the Hydra missile launcher. We'll hold on to that.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Can the Normandy extract?
That's a terrible fucking idea, Tally.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Alright, y'all ready for another round? Good shots, Easy.
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration.
He just knows that.
As long as the seawater hasn't corroded it, you should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Shepard, perhaps you are unaware of the degree of risk. Are we seriously proposing?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I guess we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find someone to plug that in.
So, if you recall, I actually had a backpack that looked like this earlier in the game as a chest piece, but I stopped using it because I didn't like the way it looked then.
Another power cell for you, Commander.
Here they come. Get another cell, Shepard. We'll hold them off.
If you say so. We'll hold them off, she said. Listen, Tally, I love you, but you gotta... I should probably switch guns. Don't want to get her on that dying swing. Are you fucking kidding me? The power level goes down? Alright, well, whatever. Drop another drone. Alright, drop one of these.
Got another cell here.
I'm not a very good shot when the fucking... when the thing is... when the whole place is topsy-turvy, but whatever.
One more cell, Commander.
I'm glad I upgraded my shields, though.
Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Yep, I'm on it. Let's do this. Yeah, it's... I mean, I get it, this is a storm planet, but, like... The melee in the mech sucks, by the way. So we're not using it. But this is...
Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
But first, I'm gonna get a little extra EXP. Because if you, unlike Mass Effect 2, where you get money and your Benadryl doesn't restore in between battles, but you get money for... Oh, we didn't even need this. I could have used this.
Commander, I need that mech over here to check it out.
You know, the missile launcher that shoots like six bullets. Oh, Hydra is a cool thing, but yeah, I probably should have done that. All right, get in the mech, Shepard. Ah, my damn nose.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
I don't... Okay.
Shepard, are you sure about this?
No.
We've come too far to stop.
If I had my
Way
real
home is through
helmet with the
Leviathan.
mask, maybe.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go.
Are y'all ready?
As ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Shepard, just...
I'll be fine.
Peak voice acting. I'm so glad.
Closing hatch.
I'm so glad they got voice acting for your squad mates for this.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Yes. I like Jack because she has a lot of character growth through you.
Dive in 3,
But
2.
Tally's always been my girl mostly. Every now and then. Alright, like I said, I hope you're not tassophobic because... Also, this is one of the cooler loading screens in the series.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Good. Getting some comm interference on this end.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Look at that loading screen. Look at that fucking loading screen. I need to play Bioshock at some point, but yeah, it's a loading screen. And on Xbox 360, and it was longer? Ugh. Alright. Prepare to see the Leviathan. Pressure's so bad it cracked the lights. God, water pressure is kind of a freaky thing when you think of it. Water pressure is like a really fucky thing when you think about it, how like dangerous it is. Because it's essentially just what it's just another way to think. Hey, water has a lot of weight once you get further down in it.
Not sure if you can read me up there.
Look at that depth.
Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational. Scanner indicates the probe is below my position.
Alright, hang on.
Looking for a way down.
And let's look something up real quick. Alright. The Challenger deep in the Mariana. So the furthest deep down we've ever gone, at least, alright, the Mariana Trench. at least the furthest down we've ever gone is about 10 kilometers. Is about 10 kilometers. And we're at 3, which is still fucking insane. Yeah. The pressure on this is nutty. This is actually a really unique section. It's just a walking
Shutting
simulator.
down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
This is a suicide mission in a lot of ways.
Strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
We can hear the ping of the probe too, with that little ping sound in the background. This is really pretty. I really like the environment BioWare crafted. But I would never do this on my own. And the pressure, though, the pressure showing it at over 4,000.
Looks like the final drop.
I guess that's PSI, which is a lot. All right, here we go. I want to go. I don't want to do this, by the way. I kind of this makes me actually a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, this makes me a little uncomfortable. The only reason I'm not losing it is because I know what happens.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
Remember, the Leviathan doesn't exist, according to the Batarians. Oh, I have some mods installed that change how this goes. Yeah. Also go to reference to the best movie, one of the best movies ever made.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
I've installed some mods that should have changed this. Normally it's Anderson.
Your mind belongs to me.
Is it normally Anderson or no? It's normally Saren. Saren will show up instead. It never made sense to have Saren here. Or no, maybe it is Saren.
Your memories get
I thought I had the mods that made shit.
Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
In other words, hey, I'm looking through your brain to learn what you are.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles.
There it is. Yeah, okay, there it is. That's the Saren part.
But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in
It's normally just Anderson in that.
the destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand.
I think it's cooler if he changes all the people we've met. Our brain is being a little fucked with.
Before the cycles, our kind was
Here it
the
is.
apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race.
A cold ass line.
To solve this problem, we created an intelligent
at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations.
It's a little cliche,
its
but
understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created.
That's why Harbinger is so big.
Harbinger.
That is why Harbinger is so big, by the way. Because it's made up of Leviathans. But okay, so listen. So the idea of, oh, the AI went rogue, the AI that was supposed to save people went rogue, is cliched, right? However, I like the way it's done in this, because the AI the AI that was created to preserve life was not created for a good reason. It was created for selfish reasons by a species that just wanted life to serve it. And that's a pretty interesting take on it. Not the cliched part, but the origin of it.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends
That too.
to your will.
You did it knowing it was gonna fuck up.
Every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species.
Oh.
The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world.
Mm-hmm. Cowards.
Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
That's how they knew that we had changed the cycle. The Prothean beacon, our actions have changed the cycles.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data.
Mm-hmm.
There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image.
They make the lesser ones out of the...
Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
I would like to take a moment here real quick to say that I appreciate that they don't do any explaining to the Leviathan or to us the terms we use, because they have been watching and they have scanned us to already know the terms in a way that they can communicate with us in a way we would understand. I appreciate that it was all kind of explained in a way without having to be outright said, or without Bioware going the extra mile to catch the you catch what I mean, right? I feel like that's a nice compromise with things.
What's the point of all these harvests?
That's a good question.
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
By the way, this entire conversation, like I said, it unlocks when you talk to the Star Child at the end of the game, which is the intelligence, right? That is the intelligence. When you talk to the intelligence, just by having this conversation, you can get the intelligence perspective on it, on all of this. which is really fucking cool. Bioware didn't have to have that, add that in, like, to an already existing end finale, but they did.
What do you know about the Crucible?
They could have just left it.
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No, it won't. We're gonna fucking break it.
You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
We're Togno Jutsuing a million-year-old being. Multi-million-year-old being. The apex species of life. Togno Jutsu it. Commander Shepard is just different. Oh, by the way. There's more.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance.
You're goddamn right.
We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race.
I love the mod that I saw, so it's not just Anderson.
We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world
Destroy, control, and synthesis.
They will become our slaves.
And I'll read something out when we get done.
They pay their tribute in blood.
Told you, absolute fucking mindfuck of a lore origin. Yeah. Yeah. They started this because they wanted more slaves. They wanted their slaves to stop destroying each other with machines. And then didn't take into account that exact same thing that they watched countless times could happen to them. I love it. Like I said, I'm not big on the rest of the story, but I absolutely love all the rest of it. Like, I'm not big on the story, I'm not big on the levels, but that ending is really good. Because they have a better form of indoctrination.
Shepard's back! Cortez, what's happening?
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
She could have used the Wolfpack Punisher, but whatever. This is why we bring Tylee along for a line coming up.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
I wouldn't worry about that. Also, fun fact, Sarvin was lying his ass off when you meet him in Mass Effect 1. We know that now retroactively, but Sarvin was a goddamn liar.
Shepard, wake up! He's freezing.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Keela, don't do that to me.
There it is, the romance line.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Anne. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Also, if we fail, it means Leviathan dies.
Like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about
Can you imagine publishing that in a history book?
My father would
what we've
appreciate
learned?
this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play.
That's her getting in. That's her joining the war assets.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
It very much does.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Not a lot of war assets. You get more from Omega. But I'll go ahead and look him over. Got some money. And wait for it. Dr. Bryson. There it is. Leviathan Employment Team. All right, a mixed species. All right, so here's what the assets we got for 150, right? Oh, I'm about to read that. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make the Reaper's creatures thralls of Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders willing to operate openly with such potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Essentially what we've got is instead of the Leviathans fighting directly, we're deploying their artifacts so we can turn Reaper troops against them. Against the Reapers themselves. That is essentially what we have gained. I'm going to check something real quick. I'm gonna do a little bit of long term. Oh, we don't know. It would be assumed that should we take the refusal ending or fail or die, that the Reapers would exterminate the Leviathans. That is the assumed, because as far as we know, there are only those 3 left. But afterwards, probably who knows? They might try again to enslave the quote lesser species, but I don't believe that would happen. I don't believe that would happen because now that the galaxy knows the truth. I think it would be incredibly difficult though, and because there's only 3 of them, and it's evident that machines can kill them. They can take control of the Reapers, but they were surprised, and yeah. So I personally don't believe the Leviathans would be much of a threat, and even if they fucking were, they would have some reason to fear the species of this cycle, given that we have destroyed the enemies they.
Cerberus is gonna have a hard time recruiting now. Commander.
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales. Shepard, you are staring. Hello, Shepard.
All right, I'm gonna go around real quick. We'll wrap up in a minute. I'm just gonna go and see if any of the crew has anything to say about the Leviathan. But that'll be it.
Got a new message at your private terminal.
It's about the Leviathan. Okay. The terraforming project are worse than expected. Oh, whoop. I lost some assets. Oh well, I've been just approving everything at this point. Want to see what the rest of the crew has to say about the Leviathan. We will probably resume on maybe tomorrow. Oh, hey, Caden found his unit.
Good news. I've tracked down some of the people I was looking for.
He had an army of battle suits. Yeah.
Found J Squad, Black Ops. They're holed up making a stand in the Midwest, in Chicago, I think he said. Connected them with Anderson so they can help the resistance.
Let's go.
It's relief. Hope more turn up. Nice to have everyone back on dry land, so to speak. You know,
I do have a Garrus though,
whenever we discover something amazing like that, I wonder what else might be out there.
I think it's cool that the crew has things to say about this.
Even right under our noses. Hey, Shepard.
So yeah, I think it's cool that we've got that the crew has said stuff, or has things to say. All right, nobody here. Just to do drinking. All right, so we'll go talk to Liara, and I think we maybe have an upgrade kit from Liara. I could be wrong.
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
Okay. And
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien. I hope it helps.
Yeah, it doesn't get very much. It does more story, but it doesn't do.
Hello again.
It does not provide a whole lot of information on. Does not provide a lot of war assets. The war assets DLC is entirely Omega, which we will play to its entirety next time, which is a much more enjoyable little play mission.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time.
Yes.
But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel
millions upon millions of years of suffering because of the Leviathans.
Not right now.
Because they were upset that their slaves kept killing each other. A dead race gives no tribute.
So, Udina finally went over the edge. I never really liked the man. Now I know why. It's nice to have... Hello, Commander. Hello.
Okay, I really just wanted to hear her talk about that, but I guess not. That Chocolate doesn't actually make appearance on Citadel DLC either. She's like, I'm sorry, I gotta go to a conference. Alright, so we should have Javik and Tali.
Do you ever feel awkward being the only Turian
on
the
the
ship?
Hey.
I don't know. Should I?
I just mean not having anyone else.
And okay, we're out.
Doesn't seem to bother Liara.
But she can eat their food.
Oh, that's right. Tali and Garrus become a thing if you don't romance Tali.
I thought I'd lost you down there. Don't do that again. Not even to forge an alliance with a damned Reaper killer. You're worth more than that.
Yeah, she cares.
Hey.
Oh, that's right. I got installed that dude. And this, and the mods I have, you can put extra crew and stuff in there, and they give you bonuses.
Power grid is in the green.
Commander.
All right, let's go talk to Javik. I'm sure Javik has some thoughts on the fact that his entire people went fucking extinct. All the Protheans are goddamn extinct because...
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate.
Hard agree.
They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
Hard agree.
Your Liara Asari asks many, how do you see with only 2 eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle. Commander.
Yeah, okay. We're exhausting time. Hard fucking agree, though, that the Leviathans deserve to be just miserable and stay down there forever. He is. He's fucking right.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem.
That's us. That's us.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so. That was a little dialogue. I just wanted to see what the crew had to say about the Leviathan. So. Well, where are we? Oh yeah, we're hitting max level soon. We're hitting max level soon, baby. Alright. So. Alright, I want to say thank everybody for showing up, and thank you, Cletus, for sticking around for the extra long stream. Either probably Tuesday or the next Sunday. One of those two. I haven't decided yet, but most likely next Sunday. Because I've got stuff going on. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, probably, okay, yeah. We'll do it next Sunday. That'll be, because I got stuff going on Monday and Tuesday, my days off. But next Sunday, and then, yeah, next Sunday. Actually, let me double check here. No, actually, not Sunday. Because I will be on vacation. I will officially be on vacation from the 12th through the 16th. Actually, hang on, give me a second to think this out. Actually, yes. Okay, final confirmation. Next Sunday, the 9th, I will be streaming. I will not, however, be streaming on the 16th, as I will be spending the entire day with my family. I will probably text them that now. I will spending all of the 16th, possibly the 15th and 16th with my family. So I haven't decided yet, but I'll definitely be visiting on the 16th. But yeah, so I will be on vacation. And I'll probably be doing some more streaming during that time. But we will be next time on the 9th. We will be resuming Mass Effect 3 to play the Omega DLC. And then following that, when we get a more regular streaming, possibly during the vacation, we will be doing the last bits to finish up this game. And then the very final stream after completing Priority Earth and going through all of that, and that's going to be a long mission. I don't even know what to expect for Priority Earth because I've installed some mods that have changed the mission entirely. I've installed mods that have changed that mission in its entirety. I don't think I've installed Take Earth Back, though. I don't remember which ones I did, but I know I did that. We'll be getting all 3 endings, and then after that, we'll be waiting to have a day off to do the entire fuckity of all of Citadel. A very massive DLC with a lot going on in it. And then after that, we will have finished Mass Effect, and I can say I have shown to the world I can finish the Mass Effect trilogy on Insanity, never changing difficulty, and having shown off some lesser known things and lore. Until then, I shall see you next Sunday.